Now, it's time for the Varsity Radio Show. Here's your host, Seth Henniger.
What's up? Welcome to the Varsity Radio Show. And I am so excited to have a high school celebrity here with me. She's been on this show 3 times?
Yeah.
3 times?
Yeah.
2 times as a co-host.
I know. I'm
Right?
so excited. This is my favorite thing to do.
Greg Glasscock told me that I was going to get replaced by her, so I figured I'd put her on the team and not get replaced. So, To my right, I don't even know what to say about you. You're very interesting. The most interesting high schooler in the world.
Aww.
Gina Bess.
Yeah. Hello, everyone.
Other than Faith Burden, you should have met her. She wanted to play with sharks.
That's so cool.
And terrifying. So,
yeah, but
also,
if you give me the cage, I'll do it.
You
but
do
without
it.
the cage,
No,
I won't
she
do it.
She didn't want the cage.
Oh my gosh.
Also in the studio, he pushes the buttons. He slides the sliders. He makes sure that I almost said the Willy Wonka. He makes sure that the Oompa Loompas do what they're supposed to do.
There we go.
He even plays in the Chocolate River ever so often. He is the Willy Wonka of radio, Steven Spiegel.
I mean, why would you not play in the Chocolate River from time to time? If you got it, you might as well enjoy it.
I mean, it's going to be a good show, Steven.
I think so.
It's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
And a good thing, Gina, both times you've been here, there's been people in here that you actually knew.
Yes.
And so you were excited.
Yes.
But we're super excited. We're going to have Layla Bright.
Woohoo.
She's a friend.
Yes.
She's a friend.
Dear friend.
And Lawson King. He looks like a beast of a football player.
Who's a good friend, too.
He's a good friend. Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's going to be a great time. And we're going to be talking about later. We're going to be talking about
Worship on the Water.
put on by
The youth of Marshall County.
There it is. Love it.
So excited.
It's going to be so good.
It's going to be so good. I'm so excited. We've been planning for it feels like forever.
And it's tomorrow.
And it is
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. And I'm so excited and so ready.
But before that happens, Jenny, you've been on here before. We got to have fun.
Yes.
And so here we go. Before we go there, we want to tell you about the fuel of the Varsity, the Char Burger, home of the famous Char Grilled Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings. Glory to God. And B&B Video Games, the Albertville Mullet, business in the front, party in the back.
Heck yeah.
So it's happening right by the Pizza Hut, just like it reminds me of Toy Story Pizza Planet for some reason. I don't know why, but it does. Hey, we want you to come join us on our socials. They're happening right now, all of us. How many are live right now, Stephen?
We've got a lot of channels live right now. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, and Twitter. At the same time as the broadcast and the stream. So yeah.
And this will be on TV soon and very soon. Hey,
Oh my gosh, I forgot
we're
about that.
so glad that you're here with us. And so come on over and watch one of our live streams. You get to see the behind the scenes and the funny videos and the memes. And it's just awesome. So come join us.
So fun.
I think we need a little Latin flavor with Aquí Estoy, Elevation Rhythm. Ooh.
I want to hear Steven sing that.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Steven.
Let's go.
So nice. Which brings me to one of my favorite parts of the week, Steven.
I know. It just happens to be like, a bunch of pictures, a bunch of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Makes
Meme of the
you
week.
laugh. Meme of the week.
I've been thinking about this all
Memes
day.
of the week.
That's right. And this is for your viewing pleasure. I don't care how old I am. If I walk by a toy with the try me button, I'm pushing it. Is that you? No.
No,
That's
maybe.
my life. That's
it depends
my struggle.
on the day. If my ADHD is thumping,
Yes,
yeah, I will.
yes.
But some days I'm on a mission.
On a mission.
Like today, I was on a mission, and I would not have time to
You would
push
not
the
have
button
pushed the buttons.
today.
I'm going to be 42 this year.
Yes.
And I still do this.
Me too.
I'm over in the toy section with my daughter from time
Oh,
to time.
yeah.
And we got to press them all.
I tell you
y'all
who's the worst, though. Big Lots during Christmas. They get all those little
God.
toys, and they're all together.
Yeah.
And my ADHD gets the best of me, Jenna, and I push all of them at the same time, and it's like a war. It's great. Probably going to get in trouble with the store one day.
I don't know if y'all remember this, but when I was little, the Lego Friends for girls, like the girl Legos, were a big thing.
Yes.
And they had a display in Walmart that had lights in it. And it was like the biggest one that you could buy. That was like $200.
Wow.
And you could spin it around and look at it in the display. And I would make my dad take me to Walmart just to watch the display. Just to watch the display of the Lego.
Did he do it?
Mm-hmm. He did. He did.
That's awesome. There's a store in downtown Guntersville called Fance.
Oh, yeah.
And my boys love to go in there to play with the trains.
Oh,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
In the back. Yeah. So
I used to do that.
They love to play with the trains that are 50 bajillion years old.
I love to do that.
But anyway, Ace Hardware, beside Taco Bell, says eating next door can cause plumbing issues. We can help.
Oh, no.
You know.
I wonder what is Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Anything?
It just says.
It just says they're hiring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
No retort.
And then I hate my job. Oh, please.
Think about that for a second.
That was a Steven joke.
This takes on brand new meaning for me. Have y'all seen Paddington? The movie?
Yeah,
Yes.
like,
Do you remember?
like the bear?
Yes.
Yeah.
So do you remember what he does with the toothbrushes when he goes into their bathroom for the first time?
No, but I'm
he
now
doesn't know that
terrified.
they go into his mouth, so he sticks them in his ears. And it's like he's cleaning his ears with Q-tips. He's like rolling his eyes.
Wow.
It feels so good. Wow. Pulls them out and there's wax all over him. And then he brushes his
Yes.
teeth. Ugh.
That noise.
Gross.
Steven, have you ever recorded her doing that?
I have.
Very appropriate.
I have, actually. Yeah.
It's like my known sound. Like if you hear somebody gagging, everybody
It's
knows
you.
that it's
It's you. How about this? How true is
true.
this?
That is, yeah.
Is this not true?
Yeah.
Driving through Alabama be like
There's one place that's really bad. I don't
70,
remember where it is, but
20, 55,
I'll tell you-
35.
I'll tell you one place that's really bad.
Who is it?
Browns Valley Road.
Oh yeah.
God.
Oh, the place that always gets me is it Patterson?
Patterson.
Is it Patterson? Where they
Where is
just
that?
changed it to 25
Oh.
because they added that new like little neighborhood.
Yes,
yeah.
Oh my gosh! I'll be going to school, and I mean, I'm
Drives
rocking
me
down that.
nuts.
I'm rocking down that road.
Flashing sign.
Yes.
To let you know,
Yes.
Slow down.
Slow down.
No.
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 That's what I'm saying. No, I'm
The
not.
speed limit used to be what? 45.
Yeah. Yeah.
45. And
We're
now
gonna
it-
drop it down to 25. Why?
They don't understand. It's supposed to be a cutoff. It's supposed to save time going that way. So you don't have to go down, main Guntersville. But
And then
Yeah.
they flash you
Well,
with
they-
that sign
so-
like you're going too fast. Stop
Yeah.
it.
So they say that they changed it to 25 because of that new like neighborhood of houses that are right there.
That are
That's not a
just
neighborhood,
way
just
too
for the
close
record.
together.
But
Yes.
those houses are really close together.
You can pass
but,
sugar to your neighbor through the window.
Yeah, and none of those houses have blinds.
Ooh.
What if
Really?
you're using the
Thought about that.
bathroom?
Yeah, there's that.
That's embarrassing.
Thank
Just
you,
gotta be
Gina, for
comfortable in your own
explaining
skin,
the
I
issue.
guess. I don't know.
That's not no.
Is it okay to be so close to your neighbors that you can pass sugar?
No.
No.
It can't.
No.
No. It can't be. It can't be. If your kids are playing in the yard,
And y'all look how much those houses are too.
Oh.
Not that
my
I'm
gosh.
complaining, but
Right.
they're like 350, 400,000.
I know.
They're very well
I know.
built, though.
They are very well,
built.
and they're big though. Like
Yeah.
they go really far back,
They
so I
do.
can imagine that
They're
they're really
deep.
big.
Shotgun
Thick
house.
houses.
And if I was going to
Yeah.
have a house, a way that I could terrify somebody
Oh.
would be this right here. My
Dun-dun.
friend works in a movie
Dun-dun.
theater
Dun-dun.
and can take the
Dun-dun.
cardboard cutouts. I have an irreconcilable fear of sharks, so she decided to use her spare key privileges to terrify me beyond repair. So how do you
That's
feel
pretty
about
cool,
that?
though. I like sharks.
I do-
Like
I do
Jaws
too.
is my favorite. Like Jaws never scared me.
Well, yeah.
Like I love sharks.
I have a friend from our last city. I sent her this because she won't get in a swimming pool because she thinks sharks are gonna get.
That's terrible.
So I sent her.
I'm scared of the ocean.
So I love
don't-
her so much. I sent her this.
Yeah, yeah. But I have I like when FCA
Okay.
took us to St. Simon's Island. Like I
Yeah.
didn't want to get in the ocean because you can't see to the bottom.
Yeah.
over there.
Yeah,
and it scared me.
Atlantic Ocean.
Ugh.
Gross. Instead of cleaning house, let's watch an episode of Hoarders and think, wow, My house looks great. See, that would be my reaction. You know what my wife does, though, Stephen?
What?
I will not let her watch the show. Because the second that show is over,
puts her in a mood, doesn't it?
we have to go into clean mode.
Yeah.
It's like for the next 30 minutes, our house is terrible. Oh, really? It was fine 30 minutes ago till we watched Hoarders.
My mom gets in moods like that. Like she'll be fine, and then all of a sudden, this is disgusting, and I'm the only one who does anything around here.
Why am I doing this again?
It's my mom.
And then this just reminds me of my boys. We'll trade brother for candy.
Ooh.
I trade mine.
Would you?
Yes.
How's your brother?
He's 11.
11.
I think.
He's your favorite, right?
I love him. We've actually gotten along our entire lives. We have never fought until 18 and 11 hit, and now I want to kill him every day.
Every day.
I take him to school
it's
very
too. Sweet of you too.
Yeah. I take him to school though, and so getting him up in the morning is a marathon.
Is enjoyable. And what's the monkey one, Stephen? I forgot.
Oh, the monkey one.
Yeah.
Okay. We can go ahead and throw that one.
There we go.
There you go.
Okay. Speak to this.
When
a woman says, correct me if I'm wrong, do not, under any circumstances, do it.
For real.
It's a trap.
It is a trap.
You will die.
It is a trap.
You will die.
Because we know we're not wrong.
I need you to speak to this too. No cap. This drip busting for real. And I understood every bit of that. I did. And a random string of nonsense to you too, good sir.
I think some of our words are weird.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even get it.
No cap.
Sometimes. I get no cap.
Right.
Where did the cap come from? I mean, yes. Why that three-letter word, cap?
I really don't know.
Yeah?
I really don't know where it came from.
It means no joke, right?
No lie.
No lie.
Like you're not lying.
Yeah, no joking. So, yeah. I think
it came from like I don't even know what it came from, but I know like a lot of people won't spell out no cap. They'll just put no and then the hat emoji.
Hey, there you go. See,
so I think it's us being lazy.
You're close.
Isn't it funny? It's like language started off with hieroglyphics and then went into more complex speech.
And now we're back.
And now we're back.
No, yeah.
We call them emojis, but
for real.
We don't have to chisel them. But
for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Stephen, you were going into something. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. That's okay. I was just moving some stuff around over here. Why? Are you in the mood to feel funny?
Drip?
Yeah, I love feeling funny.
Yeah, you do.
I don't understand drip either.
Drip
is
drip.
You know what drip is?
Clothes. I know clothes is drip, but like why would you call it that?
That's a good question.
Like your clothes, like the way your clothes hang off of you? Get some smaller clothes. I don't know.
Stephen,
I have a question.
Yes.
I wonder, so who is your like science expert? The science expert in your life. I know who's mine and Seth's is, but which one is yours? Your science guru, the one who knows it all.
Like about science?
Culturally.
Culturally.
Maybe.
Like everybody looks to this guy.
Yeah.
Anybody in particular come to mind?
I know exactly who you're talking.
Golly.
What's
his name? What is his name? He's on Facebook.
Is it Neil deGrasse Tyson?
No.
That's not him? Oh, I think I know who it is. Oh, Green? Is his last name Green?
No.
No? Okay.
Me and Steven grew up with a guy named Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Oh, yeah.
Bill. He's okay.
Bill.
I mine is for real, if we're talking about that, mine's the Octonauts.
The
Octonauts. There was that.
The Octonauts are the Wildcrats.
Now, I love Wildcrats.
Well, I want
Those should be mine.
I want to kind of rock Seth's world here for a second because there was more than just Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Yeah.
Do you remember who the other one was?
What was the guy, the funny guy?
Yeah, the funny guy. What color did he wear all the time?
He wore a white lab coat, didn't he?
I think he wore green most of the time.
Okay.
He wore green. He had this big, like, black, fuzzy
hair. Are y'all talking about the
Was it Beekman?
It was
Beekman's World!
Yes! Here's a little flashback. Look at this.
Yes!
1992 to 2024. He's changed a little bit, but he's still bringing it.
He gained a little weight.
He did. Hey, what happens as you get older?
Oh my gosh.
I resemble that remark.
Hey,
oh my gosh. I saw a meme the other day and it was so funny. It was like this guy.
Beekman's World.
And he had he had unbuttoned his shirt from like right here to show his belly. And it was a Bible verse that was like, the fat belongs to the Lord. I was like, that is me.
That's funny.
And he was like posing with it.
That's funny.
Let's go with Old Testament right there.
Yeah, the fat belongs to the Lord. I was like, yes, amen.
So remind me on Beekman's World, Stephen.
Yeah.
Was there not a giant rat?
There was a giant rat.
There was?
My mom hates rats.
I thought so.
But then again, we were used to giant rats. Do you remember what other show had a giant rat?
That would be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
That is. What was his name?
I love that show.
Master Splinter.
Master Splinter. That's it. He taught the turtles everything they know.
You missed out on the 90s. It was great.
No, well, we had our own Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when I was little.
Yeah.
It was like a cartoon.
They're still around.
Yeah.
It started as a cartoon when I was a kid.
My little brother loved it.
Really?
Yeah. Do you know how they all have the little colored eye bands?
Oh, yeah.
I want to show
And my little brother, that's what he would call his colors. Like orange was like purple.
Michelangelo.
Was Michelangelo.
Yes.
Like if he was coloring, he would ask you for a Leonardo.
Their names. Oh, wow.
And that would be blue. And if you didn't know it, he was offended. And he was like, get it together.
How dare you?
That is so cool.
And there was another guy that you missed out on in your childhood. Like, he was amazing, Stephen.
Yeah.
And he used to wrestle any animal that would move.
Oh, man.
Steve Irwin?
Yes.
She knows it.
Yes.
Yay.
Did you ever watch Crocodile Hunter?
I did when I was really little with my dad, and then he died, and it was really sad. My dad's heart was broken when he died.
Well, you don't it was amazing.
But
the only reason you watched the Animal Planet was Steve Irwin and what he's going to wrestle that week. I mean, it was awesome.
When he died, my dad was really sad, but I never really, I kind of watched him, but I've watched his daughter and his son.
Okay, Mindy.
Like Mindy, I fell in love with her when she was on Dancing with the Stars.
Yes. Yeah.
And I've been obsessed ever since then. And then their son, he's like reincarnating his dad.
Yeah.
Really.
This is hilarious though, Stephen.
Oh, yeah.
This
you
is
hilarious. Commercial for Sports Center?
This is a Sports Center commercial back from... And
Listen, Steve, I hear you. I mean, if it's up to me, right, we'd have the crocodile hunting 24/7.
Exactly. Every single time I do my bootlaces up, I'm staring death right in the eyes. How many baseballers are
his
doing
accent.
that?
I'm with you, that's for sure.
Crikey! Stand back, John. Have a go at the size of this beauty. I got him, mate. Stand. Isn't he gorgeous?
Isn't he gorgeous?
I'll have him subdued any minute now. John, give us a hand, mate.
I love
you know that was great.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
That was awesome.
That was a flashback, but it was so stinking funny. I enjoyed that. So
good stuff. I wonder, is there more and more of a drive for people like to stop wearing shoes? Do you know anybody who just likes to go barefoot?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know anybody like personally.
Yeah.
But I have TikTok, and so I watch it constantly.
Okay.
And there's people.
Not you, Gina.
I would never do. That is disgusting.
Well, there's something about being grounded, they say. Being grounded to the earth.
I don't give no crap about grounding. The Lord grounds me. I don't need my feet to be on the ground.
She's preaching over here.
Like, that's disgusting. No. Oh my gosh, but they're cutting
Do you wear
out,
shoes in your house?
They're cutting out the bottoms of their shoes.
Why?
And they're walking around in public places.
Why?
Like the mall. And I'm like,
is this what you're going to show me, Stephen?
That's exactly what I'm going to show you.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Oh my gosh. Watch this. It's nasty.
My husband and I have removed the bottoms of all of our shoes. We decided to start walking barefoot, and one of our followers had a great idea. Since some businesses don't want us being completely barefoot, if we cut off the bottom of our shoes, it allows us to be barefoot but blend in with everyone else. First of all, this is a huge commitment, but we were willing to make it. These are our favorite shoes. Our shoe collection is worth more than $20,000. But
Dear
this is
Lord.
a sacrifice we're willing to take because walking barefoot means the world to us. The benefits of walking barefoot are priceless, so now our shoes are worth more than money could ever be.
And a foot
so today we got to work and started removing the
know.
bottoms. We weren't sure if this was going to be easy or hard, and it ended up being pretty easy. We made little shelves where our toes are and our heels are. We made a little lip on the bottom of the shoe where our toenails will go so they can latch on, so we'll actually be able to hold on to the shoe while trying to walk without the bottom. And we did the same thing for our heels. The experience of cutting off the bottoms of our shoes was very freeing and detoxifying, just like walking barefoot is. So after we cut the bottoms off, we decided to try it out. So we went to our favorite store, Sephora, and as you know, they don't really like us in here without shoes. I needed to grab a few things for a trip we're going on. The experience was absolutely perfect. The workers came up to us, they talked to us, us. They even complimented our shoes. I definitely recommend this if you're trying to go incognito barefoot. It's the perfect way to get all the benefits of going barefoot, but also have no one know.
That's terrible.
$20,000 in shoes?
Yeah.
And then you're going to cut the soles?
Yeah.
I love the genuine concern on her face. When she was watching that, I watched you watch that video, and I could tell.
It's just, it's crazy.
Wow.
Why?
You've got to send me this video so I can send it to my wife. She will flip out.
I hope these people.
She will flip out. It'll be.
I hope these people have their, what is it called? A podiatrist on speed dial.
$20,000 in shoes.
Seth, we're not worried about the money. They're going to have
$20,000.
We're going live. Let's keep this going. Keep this going.
Gosh, that is
Here we go.
Nasty.
It is crazy.
That is gross.
That is so nasty.
Steven, would you do that?
No.
No.
Nobody wants to see my feet, first of all. Look at the bottom of his foot. That is so gross.
That sound.
That sound.
You're just kind of missing out on what we're doing over on the stream. Where we're just talking about this couple and this new craze.
No,
cutting out
the screen.
Don't ever do this.
Cutting out the bottoms of their shoes. It's like a $20,000 worth of these sneakers.
That bothers me.
They take a Dremel tool and they cut out the bottoms and they leave a little shelf to put their toes on.
$20,000 worth of shoes. They just blew it.
So they go barefoot without going barefoot. It looks like they got shoes on.
Oh, and they're so proud of themselves that they incognito.
I know. They're walking into Sephora, kind of kicking their feet up and showing you, hey, I'm barefoot.
Like grabbing people's bags and stuff.
Okay, I grab
gross.
stuff. I grab stuff with my toes, but not to give to other people.
Can
you not
in a store?
Well, no, not in a store, but in the comfort of my own home.
In the comfort of my own home.
I do that, but
wow,
I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it.
That is one of the most disturbing things.
It reminds me of Tough Actin' Tenactin. You remember that?
No.
Athlete's foot.
Athlete's
foot cream.
What all kinds of things are you going to pick up? All right, big boys and girls. Question. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
You going to go into the bathroom like that?
Oh, no.
The public restroom.
I don't want to go into the high school bathroom with my shoes on, let alone without my shoes on. That's disgusting. People pee on that floor. Like, literally. People pee on that floor. People drop their toilet paper on that floor.
Yeah, like, these people are proud of it.
Your feet are... I can't. I can't do it.
Steven, really, think about that. Come on, big boys and girls. If you're that big and bold, I dare you to go to the public restroom.
If it's that freeing and grounding.
I dare you. Wow. I dare you.
That looks like Bridge Street.
It does.
It kind of does.
Yeah. It really does.
I
was thinking the same thing.
Think about all the people that walk in Bridge Street, and you're barefoot.
Again. If you're that big of a person,
and imagine
I dare you to go to the public restroom like that.
Imagine stepping on a rock. You know how bad it hurts?
Right? It looks like there's something on his foot.
That's disgusting.
Right?
Look how long his toes.
I mean, you got to hold your shoe together somehow.
I wonder, you always see those signs in businesses. No shoes, no shirt, no service.
Yeah.
What is the meaning behind the no shoes part? Is it a hygiene thing?
Probably.
Is that what it is?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because, I mean... So in the summer, like when
legit one of the grossest things I've ever seen.
Like in the summer, that like Fire by the Lake, or somewhere, whatever you want to call it, they won't let me and my family went in one time, and my little brother forgot his shoes,
and they wouldn't let you.
And they wouldn't let him come in.
No.
So let's just cut the soles off of his shoes and let him walk in.
They're like dockside too. They got. You can actually park your boat and go up there.
Exactly. And eat and then come back.
That's one of those restaurants you would think.
Yeah.
It wouldn't matter.
Right.
Or like at the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can go and walk on the sand and then come back.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I don't understand it.
We're just trying to wrap our heads around it. But we wanted to clue you guys in over here on the radio what we're talking about over on the stream.
Yeah. So, please.
And over on the socials.
Would you come talk to us over there and tell us, would you do this?
Yeah.
The answer needs to be no.
And if your answer is yes,
your answer needs to be
would you go in the public restroom like this? Are you that brave?
Or are you going to put wet wipes on the bottom of your feet and scoot into the bathroom?
Sounds horrifying. It's a legit question I need answers for.
Yeah.
So
right, let's hit
too.
ID. We'll hit a song. We'll come back and do some clutch.
deal.
All right.
Woohoo! I'm not gonna get it. This is gonna be my soapbox for the day.
This is the hill I will die on. Is what you're saying.
Apparently-
This is yes.
Apparently, that is so gross, Steven.
I know, but I just had to share it. With
And you found it before he did.
I did. But that's because it has like 2 million likes on it or 2 million
Likes?
views or something. Well, not really likes. A lot of
You know
people
what this
like stuff
means.
because they think it's crazy. But
You know what this means? Now we're going to be running around looking at people's feet.
and being like, do you
Seeing if
actually
they're
exercise?
incognito, hiding their feet from us.
Yeah,
Gross.
that's nasty.
You people.
Yeah.
You've ruined my life.
I mean, imagine going in, like, they're at the Cheesecake Factory.
Right?
Imagine going in the Cheesecake Factory and looking over and the people in the booth next to you have no shoes
No
on.
shoes. No shoes.
Hey, I want to ask you another question. Since
Okay.
we're talking about trending stuff,
Yes.
have y'all seen that big thing about AI? And
No.
you can
That's
type
terrifying.
you can type in certain things and it will generate a picture for you of whatever you type in.
Have you seen the
I
thing
have
where
heard
it zooms
about it, but I
out
haven't
of your
seen.
picture?
I have.
No.
They it's generative text. I think it creates more of the picture. So if you have something in like landscape and in portrait and you want it in landscape and you need those sides added to it, it does an amazing job. Adobe's
Yeah.
doing that right now.
Yeah, but like people, I mean, I'm the one who said it's scary, but it is kind of scary. But if you really think about it, it hasn't been called AI, but they've been doing that kind of stuff forever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Lost Kid stuff, and they make what the little kids look like as they're older. Mm-hmm. You know, like they've been doing it forever. It's just
That
hasn't
is
been
helpful.
called something.
Here's
you know?
the problem.
All right.
Here's the problem with that. This was one of the few. Is people can now change your voice. Ron DeSantis did it with Trump. Change your voice and make you say something and do something that you did not do.
Yeah.
That's so
And-
scary.
And what are you going to do?
Nothing.
No, I didn't say
Nothing.
that. AI generated it. But who's
Well-
going to believe me?
Well, do y'all remember?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Phineas
Yeah.
and Ferb?
Yes.
Okay, so one of the creators of Phineas and
104
Ferb,
days.
exactly. He had a little something to say. He found this
I
online.
love Phineas
Take a
and
look.
Ferb.
Okay, something that really bothers me is that there's a D in fridge and no D in refrigerator. And fridge is just the second syllable of refrigerator. Where did the D come from? So I
That's
looked it up online,
solid.
and there's a long-winded explanation that includes the depaganization of the Anglo-Saxons by translating the Bible into English. Pretty sure there was no mention of a fridge in the Bible.
No.
But I did find this online, so maybe I'm wrong.
Wow.
That's crazy.
It's a whole lot of bread and fish.
Feed the 5,000.
There you go.
That's a solid question.
That is
Right.
a solid question. I've never thought
What
about it
happened to the D?
before. In refrigerator.
Right? Let's have some clutch, y'all. We got 10 seconds.
we got this.
Okay.
But
Woohoo.
you can get AI to like make anything for you, any kind of
Yeah,
art.
you can.
It's kind of
Yeah.
scary.
The clutch moment.
So Jenna, today I'm going to talk to you about why is church important.
Oh, I love this.
And so I've learned in life, we all were created with a longing for belonging, basically, a longing to fit in.
Yep.
And deep down inside, we all have a desire to be more than just another person in the room, but to belong to a group of people.
Yeah.
God himself identified this need in the very beginning of the Bible in Genesis 2:15 through 18, where he said, "The Lord God placed the man in the Garden of Eden to tend and watch over it. But the Lord God warned him, you may freely eat of the fruit of every tree in the garden, except," and you remember this, "the tree of knowledge of good and evil." And this isn't what we're talking about. If you eat its fruit, you surely will die. This is what we're talking about. "Then the Lord God said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a helper who is just right for him," in verse 18. And this, I'm not under any illusion, this is where he produces woman. So this is a big deal. But he wasn't okay with Adam being Adam being by himself, right?
Yeah.
He wanted him to have companionship. And so this is God's first negative assessment and of an excellent creation. So the man cannot fulfill his created purpose alone. The author of Hebrews expressed our desperate need for belonging. I'm almost there. With each other in Hebrews 10:23 through 25, when he says, "Let us hold tightly without wavering to the hope we affirm, for God can be trusted to keep his promise. Let us think of ways to motivate one another to acts of love and good works. And let us not neglect our meeting together as some people do, but encourage one another, especially now that the day of his return is drawing near. So our church family is so much more than checking an attendance box. It is about belonging and being involved. So the importance of a church family. Number one, we need to wear the jersey, not just sit on the sidelines. The church body needs each other. They need us not just to be spectators, but to be on the field of life. So, Gina, why is it so important that we are active members of the faith and not just spectators?
Well, I think of it like this. So, Jesus told us in the Bible to, even though we aren't perfect, to be like him.
Yeah.
And Jesus washed feet. Jesus performed miracles. He did. And he did all of that stuff just to show us how much he loved us and how faithful he was in his heavenly Father. And we need to be that for other people too.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you see somebody, like, this is the best way I know how to explain it. If you see somebody and you know that they're struggling, that they're going through a hard time, and you just sit there and you don't do anything, but you expect people to go after you, and you expect people to do what you want them to do for you, but you don't do it for others. How does that set an example, and would Jesus do that?
That's so good. That's so good. People need you. You are a special piece of the equation. You know who Billy Graham is?
Yes.
He passed away a few years ago. But Billy Graham was probably one of the most successful evangelists that ever lived, and he spoke to millions and millions and millions, and every major president came to him. And he was a big deal, but I want to say this, none of you are called to be Billy Graham. You're called to be you, and your position in the kingdom of God is essential for everybody else's life and their future, Gina. So there's no other Gina Bess on this planet. And God made this real to me a few years ago. Listen, Billy Graham may have reached millions, but there's people in your circle Billy Graham will never reach. And so how are we essential to God's equation for other people's lives?
So I really like this question, but the example I'm going to use is my mom.
Yeah.
I love my mom so much.
That's good.
And my mom is such a big part of my life, and my mom's taught me so much. But my mom is a first grade teacher.
Nice.
And she teaches little first graders all day long. And she has 18 of them in her classroom. And she's in a position where she can't openly talk about the gospel.
Right.
But the way that she loves kids that maybe don't get love at home, or she's maybe a disciplinary for some kids who don't have that at home, or just somebody to love on them and hug on them, that is her ministry.
Yeah.
And that is what she does in her equation of what God's called her to do. He might not have called her to talk to thousands of people like Billy Graham, but he's called her to do this special job that he knows that only she can do. And she is a big equation for God, and she can help others and just give others love that God has given her in her heart for these little kids.
Yeah. and she's making a significant difference right now in the future of their lives.
Yeah.
Of how they see love, how they see things. And that's a big deal. Which I go to my third thing, and you probably laughed when you read this. Don't be a gimpy leg zebra. Now, hold on a second. Have you ever watched a nature documentary? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly
what
you're talking about.
With zebras and lions, okay? And who do lions go after?
The zebra, usually.
They usually go after not just the zebra, because they won't go after the pack of zebras. They go after the baby
zebra, or
the one that gets left behind that has
the weakest link,
got a gimpy leg. So the gimpy leg zebra, in church, when you don't go to church, then you don't get the protection of the pack.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not in the protection of the pack, then the lions devour you. Here we go. This is Steven giving us actual video footage of this. Is that a shot collar?
Kind of looks like it.
It looks like a shot collar on a lion.
That's terrible.
But lions will look for the weakest left behind in the pack, and they hunt as packs. But they will not attack the herd. But they will attack. Here we go. See, they're going after the weakest link. And so I say this to you. So we need, sadly, thank you, Steven. That is such an image.
Its eyes are bleeding.
We needed to see that, Steven.
Turn it off. It's gonna have nightmares.
No, we're all gonna cry. We need the church so we don't die, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how does the church help keep us from harm?
Yeah. Well, like you were saying in the beginning about Adam and Eve, God made a companion for Adam because he wanted him to have community.
Right.
He wanted him to not feel alone, and he wanted him to not be alone. Even though he lives in our heart and he's with us always, that we're never alone. But he created a community for us and a church and a safe place for us to be as Christians because he wanted us to have that. God is an intent God. He doesn't create something just to create it.
Yeah.
He does everything he does with intention.
Yeah.
And he created community and fellowship for a reason. And if you're not in that fellowship and you're not a part of that, like you said, you can't be protected by others. I mean, I have several friends in my life who are just spiritual warriors for me that I can call and say, hey, I'm struggling. Like, I'm having a hard week. I need you to be there for me and pray for me and just, surround me and just keep me distracted maybe, from what's all going on.
I need to think about something else.
Yeah, I need to think about something else. But that's just, we can't have community if we're not in the community.
That's good. You can't have community if you're not in the community.
Yeah.
That's so good. Hey, we're going to pray for you right now. God, I come to you now and I pray that you would help us to take church seriously, not just so we can check a box, but because we need a family, God, to fight back darkness, to make a difference in everything that we do and everywhere that we go. Touch us and be near us in your holy and awesome name. Amen.
Amen.
The gimpy leg zebra sitting there watching what Steven Sorry for that trauma that you just went through.
It's okay.
You've watched a nature documentary.
Yes, I have.
Yes.
I love the one. Okay, it's not the nicest.
No, go ahead.
It's not the nicest, but the one where Snoop Dogg is like...
I hadn't seen that.
Oh my gosh, it's funny.
What is it?
You didn't hear this on the Varsity Radio Show, but it's funny. He's like talking. It's like a lizard trying to get away from snakes, and he's like, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" He thinks that's
Netflix
funny.
has this series, and it's hilarious. And it's like they do they start with this animal that's pretty much running for its life the whole show. It always gets away. But it does like a storyline with these little animal, like they did a mouse one time and it like got away from a rattlesnake and an owl. And I'm like, man, this is the luckiest mouse I've ever seen in my life. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Hey, I just praise God every day he didn't make me an animal.
Right?
Or that he gave me a Walmart because I couldn't do that.
Gave you a Walmart?
Mm-hmm. Can you imagine
together.
Can you imagine me going out and having to hunt for my food? Can you imagine me doing that?
That would be hilarious.
It wouldn't work.
That would totally be worth watching on TV.
I would be the gimpy leg zebra. I would die first.
And today, Gina Bess got eaten.
Yes. I would not survive. I would not survive at all.
Steven, you were talking about trends. Last time I went to FCA, Layla was wearing a t-shirt that looked like it was knit.
Oh, wow.
And this is a trend at their school right now. Like a lot of students wear it. And so my favorite thing to do, Gina Bess is going to judge me, is to go in and say, hey, did your grandma make that? And
oh, my gosh.
No.
Where'd
you get it? Target? If I were you, I told her this last time. I told Layla this, Jenna. I said, I would go to my grandma and say, you know what? Because you didn't knit me a sweater, I had to go to somebody else's grandma and get another one.
Oh, my God.
But it's a trend at their school right now.
I get made fun of for these all the time.
Those are very large.
I know.
Does that add like a whole foot to you?
It adds 3 inches.
Just imagine how far you'd have to dig in there to have your foot exposed.
That would be a lot of soul.
Yeah.
That would be a lot of soul.
Something tells me you didn't pay $20,000 for those.
No. I did pay. Well, I didn't pay for them. My mommy did. But they were a pretty penny. But they were a birthday present.
I wonder, whenever anybody comes, like, you drive now, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
so you're old enough to drive. You do your own driving.
Yeah.
But before that,
I'm an adult. I can vote now.
She came in here spinning her wheels today.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
So, used to, whenever your mom or your dad would pick you up from school, did they ever do anything like super embarrassing on purpose?
My mom would always honk at me.
Really?
Yeah.
And it would like, you'd turn like 5
I found
shades of red, right?
And I was just like, whatever.
This is great.
Could you imagine though if now, are either of your parents musical?
My mom is.
Your mom is? What does she play?
Oh, she sings.
Oh, she sings. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So imagine that
Is
you
she
had
good?
somebody in your life, like a mom or dad, that played a musical instrument.
Yeah.
And it's one that was portable. They could bring it with them in the car.
Oh, gosh. Is it like a ukulele?
What would something like that turn out to be? Here, take a look.
This is
I'm
funny.
scared.
Everybody yells it.
That's so awesome.
Tequila.
Everybody.
Oh, hey. She found me. She's here.
I'm here.
What if your dad did that?
Hey, everybody.
I can't imagine. My dad was.
I didn't think you were.
My dad is not musically inclined.
All the friends have their phones. Hey, Emma, send me that video. Oh, my goodness.
That was fun. I like that.
Oh, and we're on the GoPro right now.
That's awesome.
Okay.
You didn't even notice it, did you?
Well, I did, but I just didn't think anything of it. I just
It's
thought,
on.
oh, well, Dad always has the camera out.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That was fantastic, actually.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
That's awesome.
I had some,
Yeah, my parents never did anything really embarrassing. My mom would just go toot toot, like she just honk at me.
I noticed he was using the sunroof, right?
Yeah.
So right now it's starting to warm up outside. It's getting just a little closer to springtime. But here in Alabama, you never know. It might be spring one day, it might be summer the next, and then winter the next, right?
That'll preach.
Yeah. Or just different times of the day.
Yeah. Somebody told me you're supposed to have another big freeze.
Yeah.
Are we?
Again?
Is that
Probably
going
to have. Probably. Yeah, we're supposed to have another cold front come through.
Great.
But there's a guy who kind of has his finger on the pulse of this whole seasonal thing. And we haven't talked with him in a while. We haven't shown a video from him in a while. So here's Matt Mitchell with the seasons.
There he is. No,
I love this guy.
Surprise.
Me too.
No. It was 39 degrees yesterday. Oh.
Surprise.
Did they cancel school? Yeah, it was a state of emergency. You poor thing. There was so much ice. On the roads? No, on my windshield.
So much worse.
There's no telling how many Sam's Club cards got snapped in half just trying to scrape through that ice. We'll eat the hot dogs. Wait, hold on. Why are you here? Oh, it's my time, baby. Spring has sprung. No, the schedule says that you're off the clock until late March. Oh, the same schedule that says I don't clock out until June 21st? Oh, yeah, that's actually messed up. Yeah, my point exactly. Yeah, that's actually the start of stage 4 of summer when we just start cussing at the sun. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Here, those are for you. I hope you don't mind if I brought a few friends. Friends? Reese eggs? Oh, yes, please. You're probably going to want these too. Oh, come on. No, he has to leave. Yeah, but he's a critical part of our ecosystem. No, he's disgusting. Now, you know what that yellow stuff is that he's putting everywhere, right?
It's
I call it love dust. How bad is it out there? More yellow than a puddle on Bourbon Street. I do not like this. Would it help if we washed everything off? I'll just come right back. Stop touching everything!
I hate it when you are on the walking trail and the lake is
there it
yellow.
Oh my God, you scared me. I gave you a warning. Oh, here. You're gonna need this. What is this? I don't know. I just picked it up in Mississippi. Okay, no. This is not an improvement. This is way worse than pollen. Hey, you got a pretty sweet truck out there. Don't be a shame if someone you picked it up there and then threw it halfway to Georgia. I just paid it off. Come on. I cannot believe that I was excited to see you. You do this every time you come here. Relax, okay? He's only here for a couple days. This week. What was that?
Was that
I
hail?
believe he calls that sleet. Hail. No, sleet looks like that good ice from Sonic. Oh, yeah. That's right. Do you know Zaxby's has got that good ice now? The
They
one
do?
off Lakeshore? Enough!
Wow.
The one off
Enough.
Lakeshore.
You have got to go. I
in
don't know
Birmingham.
who I was fooling, thinking you were going to be some kind of improvement over winter, but you've barely been here a day, and my throat has already started to swell shut. My eyes won't stop itching, and now I got to wake up every single morning and check the weather report to make sure we're not blown off the map. Okay. Problem solved. You'll leave? All of you? Yeah. Oh, thank God. For the night. And then winter's going to come in and take over from sunset to about 11 a.m.-ish every single day.
Some sunset
Just
to
enough
11
time to
a.m.
make you regret wearing that sweater to work. That's worse! But take it or leave it, buddy, because this is the best I can do. There's got to be some other option for us. Well, there is one alternative. One. I'll take anything at this point. Hey, I'm back, baby! Oh,
Glad you cut that.
Yeah.
That was
He cut it that way.
I love his football.
Oh yeah.
his analysis.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, I
SEC roll call.
had a really good idea for Gina Bess for her car.
Yeah?
Steven.
Uh-huh.
I figured she could definitely make a statement.
She definitely could.
Driving in.
Oh gosh.
And I don't think anybody would ever forget her.
Got her big fuzzy boots on.
Yeah, big fuzzy boots.
Wearing her knit top.
And she could do this to her tires,
Oh,
Steven.
man, I'm telling you, this is great.
I'm scared.
They sound like a bunch of zebra.
Or laughing hyenas.
I love that.
They do.
I love it.
You know that would be good.
That would be good.
And we were talking about trends. I'm going to wait till they get in here.
Okay, cool. I can go ahead and grab them.
Yeah, go ahead and grab them.
Woo! Layla and Lawson.
It's going to be fun.
So excited.
It's a party.
Every day in the USA.
Day. You know that would be great on your tires.
It would be. I should try that.
How long would it take, though?
Forever.
Doesn't make.
Where would I find all of those chickens?
Oh, the Five Below.
That reminds.
There you go.
It reminds me of
You're
that,
welcome. I helped
that
you.
meme.
Amazon.
Look at all those chickens.
Yeah. I got many more videos, but we got to make them laugh. So
Yeah. I think this is funny. This is a funny story. My first pageant I ever did, as a grown person.
As a grown person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had to do an interview. They asked me what something was.
He is a big dude.
He is a big dude. They asked me something special about me.
Yeah.
And I told them I had chickens.
Layla! What's
Hello.
up? Have a seat.
Oh,
Layla's my friend.
the
What's
new
up, man? You're a
merch,
beast of
repping
a
the
human.
new
How tall
merch.
are you? 6'3". Okay. I always think, I
so
say in my
excited to
head,
say that.
no. When
I
people
love it.
like you walk in, I'm like, man, they're bigger than me. And then he tells me, I'm like, no, I'm that big. I just don't see it. I'm almost 6'4". Yeah.
Look at Layla. She's so cute.
Yeah.
She's so smiley.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Man, I'm just excited you're here.
Glad to be here.
And as part of this show, how was your food? Was it nice?
It was really
I told
good.
you I would take care of you. Layla
Mine's
laughed at
over
me
here.
earlier.
It's waiting for me.
This week. I want to see the card trick later on. Do we have a
y'all have
deck
cards?
of cards, Steven?
We might be able to find a deck.
Okay.
All right.
Very good. So you don't get to come on the varsity. The nerves have got to go, and you got to laugh. So Steven, rock star it.
Okay, let's
All right.
rockstar it.
I'm scared.
Cool. Let's do it.
You're
No,
not
don't
scared?
be scared. Rockstar is
Sarah
awesome.
said,
It's great.
y'all are
Just-
just a jack
Yeah.
of all trades.
We
You
were
never
trying-
know. I watched
That'd be
a
great.
zebra get attacked today.
Yeah,
got a little
no,
scared.
that was traumatic.
I was listening earlier about the shoes without soles.
Oh
in
my
them.
gosh, that was disgusting.
Would you do that?
Never.
No.
That is the grossest
disgusting.
thing
Never.
I've ever heard in my life.
At least wear socks. Get close enough to the ground. Oh, this is my soapbox.
So
This
I
makes me
said, I don't know
irritated.
if you heard what I said, but I'm going to say it to you. If you're brave enough to do that, I dare you to go to the public restroom like that.
No way.
Yeah.
That'd have to be
Tell
some
me
sort
how
of
big
money.
you are. Yeah, tell me how big you are.
Not. I'm
Yeah.
not.
You're not.
He's no.
I'm not.
He's not.
I'm brave enough to say it. I'm not.
Right?
That's right.
That's gross. Steven?
All right, Rockstar, here it comes.
Hey, come outside and play before Mom.
Jackson.
Why you didn't tell me she was up in here? I can't believe you did that to me. I'm gonna leave. Maybe if I leave, she'll leave. Did she leave? Really?
It's time for night-night. Come on.
You know what? I left my fluffy out there. I gotta go get my fluffy. I'll be right back. He's not coming back.
Jack.
Call him Jackie. He'll think you're giving him treats. Oh, that's my doggy treat name. Hold on a second.
Come on.
Huh? Where are my treats?
Come inside.
Oh, y'all tricked me.
Now watch, you hit it like this.
Okay.
And then it'll roll around, and when it comes to me, I'll hit it back to you.
Like this?
No, you just be gentle with it. Hit it soft.
Oh, like this?
That wasn't soft.
Okay. Roll. It's going backwards. Go forward.
I think you were adopted.
Forward. Going the wrong way.
Calm down.
Go that way. Go that way. Go.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
About time.
Who you telling?
Somebody need to change the battery on that smoke detector. Okay. Push it back to me. Come on.
All right, there you go.
Oh, I missed it. Here you go.
Okay.
Oh, it passed. Oh, my God. Oh, it's doing too much.
You are such a dog.
Nice. Very
Layla,
nice.
you have cats, don't you? You have a cat. Did they have one of those?
Yeah, we actually did.
Yeah, I had one for my cat.
How
and
many
they're funny.
cats do you have?
2.
2? How many cats?
I had 2. Wow. Yeah.
Cats?
No cats for me.
Me neither.
Our neighborhood is full of just stray cats.
I know.
So even if we wanted to keep a cat, it'd probably just
My wife's like,
Wander off.
it would, yeah, and it wouldn't make it.
my wife's like, Seth, quit driving so stinking fast. You're gonna run over a cat. I'm like, well,
It's a population problem.
they shouldn't put them everywhere.
For truth.
I have a
That's so
sad
funny.
story.
Oh no.
Sad story.
Did you hit one? You hit one, didn't you?
So I was on the way to public. I was on the way to the church last year.
Oh no.
And I'm like in my head, have y'all ever hit an animal?
Oh
Yeah.
I feel horrible about
I've
it.
only ever hit a
Did
squirrel.
you say yeah?
I haven't.
I've only hit a squirrel.
Don't judge me, because I legit felt terrible. I'm driving, and this cat comes out last second and stares at me so kindly, and it was game over. And I looked back. I'm not going to tell you what I saw, but it was terrible. And I stared at that cat all day.
In your head.
Every time, because it was by public. So every time somebody had thank God they put it on the side, and I'm like, God, will you please remove that cat? I'm tired of it. I can't do it.
That's awful.
It is. I felt horrible.
I think I can top
I didn't want to. I did everything in my power not to hit that cat.
Can probably top that story though. We had a cat. It's our own cat.
How many?
Oh, we've had several throughout the years. But
Come on, Lawson, tell me.
This cat from this story. It was pretty young.
From this story,
like it was a pretty young cat, and
Oh, no.
Dad didn't see it. It likes to climb up on top of our tires in our cars,
Yeah.
of course. And we didn't see it. We were in a rush, and we just feel a little kerplunk. And I didn't want to look. They told me not to look, and that was it. There went our cat.
That's awful.
It was horrible.
and he never saw it again.
Never
It's crazy
again.
what your parents will tell you.
Yes.
Like when your animals have died.
Yeah.
Like so like we had a dog.
He's in heaven.
Well, we had a dog, and this was my dad's dog, and we had a dog, and my brother loved it, but it was like super mean, like it would like growl and stuff, but
the
not
cat?
at my brother.
The dog.
No, the dog.
Okay.
But cats growl.
I don't know.
Some do.
They might.
Yeah. Anyways, but
Thank
we
you,
were,
Steven.
and they told my little brother that like he had found a different family.
Heartless.
That's a good one.
He got mad at you.
And I was like,
And so he left. We watched him pack his bags this morning.
I was like, and my dad, my
It's
dad
terrible.
was like, I wasn't ready, like I wasn't prepared, I didn't know what else to say.
Wow. It's like, Dad.
He was like, they were like, they were like, he found, we just didn't have time for him anymore, and he's living with another family.
Steven, one more funny video.
Sure, we got some more funny stuff.
You're good.
Yeah. How about some Dusty Dubs?
Sounds
Want to
good.
do that?
Yes.
All right. Some more animals talking?
Of course.
Yeah.
All right, let's do
We
it.
like animals that talk.
We do. We really do.
Not the ones that get run over, though.
No,
We don't like those.
that's a sad story.
I've got a story about that that'll make you really sad. So I think I'll just keep it to myself.
I think if y'all saw some of the things Steven sends me, anyway.
I will
I've
stop
seen
nothing.
this. Stop it.
They call me the gingerbread man. You won't be laughing.
Stop, you're scaring me.
When this ginger
You're
snaps,
scaring me.
I'm the gingerbread man. The fluffing gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can.
Stop
Cats
being
are so
ratchet.
You'll never catch me.
Stop being
I'm the
ratchet.
gingerbread man.
Get off me.
No,
We're done.
no.
We are over.
Oh, come on, Susan. You know I've been binging true crime documentaries.
3 pounds. Harpoon me now.
Oh, Diane, the scale's probably just busted. Oh, Diane! You look good from back here.
So you really want to like it from behind?
Oh yeah, babe. You look like a mermaid.
Stop it. Go on.
Instead of staring, you
Stop
loan me
it.
a pair of pants. Should I peck a little outline around him? I'm just looking for a few bucks, man. Shh. If you listen very carefully, you can hear my undying love for you.
That was good.
Cats are
was
so
good.
funny. I love it.
So I think
great.
y'all need to enact this one last one. We'll go in the interview, Steven.
Sure.
It's a trend, but talking about teachers dressing up as students. Have y'all ever seen this?
God.
Oh, yeah.
I think
I've
I
seen
think
it.
y'all need to do this at Guntersville and Arab. Yeah.
It's more visual. I got some music underneath it, but it's more showing their style.
Teachers. Very nice. Love it. Y'all should try this. I'm just saying.
Coach Kennedy would be pretty easy to do for Guntersville.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah.
All
That
the
would be
coaches
awesome.
would. They all dress the same.
Yeah.
They like twin on the daily.
Who is that?
All the football coaches at the high school.
Yeah.
They all have like the same 3 pullovers.
Yeah.
And during football season, they just like rotate. I don't know if that's how it is at Arab.
I was
A
talking,
lot of the time, yeah.
I was talking about Coach Howe.
I love him.
His golf shirt game is amazing.
Yeah.
I told him that.
He's so funny.
I love him so much.
He's great. Steven?
Yeah. So notice just how tall you were saying. You were 6'3". Is that Lawson? Is that how tall you are?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
I think.
have you ever met Shaquille O'Neal before?
I have not. But funny story.
Yeah.
So on the Carnival cruises, I don't know if y'all have ever been on a Carnival
I have.
cruise. But Shaquille O'Neal partners with Carnival, and on every basketball court, there's like a life-size Shaq.
Really?
And I just look like a dwarf in comparison to him. He's ginormous.
He's a pretty
I
tall
wouldn't want
guy.
to stand next to him then.
Yeah, me either. They were making fun of my
How
shoes.
small would you feel?
'Cause
Probably like 2 feet.
I'm 6'2.5", and I wear a size 15 shoe.
Wow.
And I was dwarfed compared to him. I stood beside him in an airport in Huntsville one time. I used
that's
to work.
so cool.
I used to work in news, so I got to meet him. But there is one guy who's actually taller than him.
Who is
and,
this?
Here, take a look at this little video.
Good night.
Wimby?
How
That's
tall
his
he
name?
is.
Victor
Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Huh?
Victor Wembanyama.
Oh.
It's a tiny guy.
Massive, just so
Lord.
tall,
Gosh.
right?
I want to see
wonder
that
if-
beside you two.
I wonder, I wonder if growing that fast hurts.
That's
Probably.
a solid
Probably.
question.
Probably so.
That's a good question.
Well, did you ever just like go to sleep one night and woke up and was 6'3"? Like, were you just?
Oh,
Did
no.
you just shoot up?
It was over a long period of time.
Yes. I remember that.
My little brother, he's
It
going
was
through
growing
growth
pains,
spurt,
though.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know.
I did. I remember hurting.
And
Yeah.
as a kid, you don't really remember a whole lot of that. It's maybe some of the hurting, but as a parent now with a kid, you realize when they're growing because they will eat you out of house and home.
Yeah.
It's like all of a sudden they
Yeah.
can't get enough to eat.
That's how
my
my brother
oldest
is.
son, he never stops.
Yeah, that's how my brother is.
Yeah.
My
Dad,
brother,
I'm hungry. You
He-
just ate.
yeah, my brother's he's playing basketball. He just started. Just started playing this year, and he loves it. And my mom has taken him to physical therapy, the chiropractor, all this kind of stuff because his run looks like a limp. Like his run is like painful looking, and they told him, they were like, it's just like your joints can't keep up with how fast you're
I
growing.
had the same thing. Everybody used to say, "You look like you're galloping. Like you've got to fix your
That's
run."
what it is.
And I had to literally work on learning how to run because.
Okay, well, that makes me feel, because me and my mom were like concerned. We were like, there's something wrong with his knees, but it's his joints.
How long we got?
10
Steven?
seconds. Y'all ready?
Yep.
All right, let's do this.
The Varsity Athlete Interview.
And today we're here with Layla Bright. She is fantastic and bright in the studio. And Lawson King. Man, we've been having giants up in the studio, Steven, lately.
I know.
So I don't.
So tall.
It's very rare. I get in here and people are my size, and so, man, it's nice having people my size in here. That wasn't a hate towards you, Layla. You know? But actually, Gina, Bess, and I, we are friends with Layla. And this is my first time meeting Lawson, but I'm enjoying it. And I asked Layla a few months ago. I said, I want you to come on here and talk about that y'all are representing. Give me the name of the youth of Marshall County.
The youth of Marshall County.
Yeah. And they are doing a big event tomorrow called Worship on the Water that I got to go to last year. It was amazing. And Steven knows this. I am a huge fan of teenagers and their ability to do amazing things. And so this last year was incredible. It's an incredible event. But I want y'all to talk about what's coming up and what's important to you.
Well, we're really excited for tomorrow because we've been planning it for the last couple months, and we've had some struggles along the way with like date changes and things like that. It was supposed to be next week, but now it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
So just having to keep up with all of that while also moving forward and asking businesses for donations. We've learned a lot over the process, I will say.
Yeah.
But Lawson can tell you about our speaker and our like band coming.
Oh yeah, so we have an Arab native actually. His name's Connor Reese. He's a great speaker. He's worked with FCA for probably 8 or 9 years now.
He's speaking or singing?
He's speaking, and then
tell him to sing.
He's
a friend of ours.
Oh, yeah.
Here at the show.
Love CR. And then our band is Rush of Fools, which is from Alabama, and they're phenomenal. You heard them last year.
Yeah.
And then our speaker is Adrian Dupree, who he will just set you on fire. He is, I don't know if you've heard him speak, but he does the 4-chair talk.
Okay.
And you want to be in chair 1 by the end of the talk.
Yeah.
So to hear more about that, y'all better come tomorrow and hear it, and it'll change your life. It's great.
Yeah. So good. So Connor Reese is doing what?
He's speaking. He's opening for the speaking, I guess, for Adrian Dupree.
He's our little special speaker that we know personally, kind of warm up the night.
Yeah, get everybody ready.
Connor Reese is one of the funniest human beings.
He is.
Yes, he
is.
On the planet. And every few months I send him a message and ask him to come do the show with me.
Yeah.
So it always seems like I hit track practice time.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me how y'all had the dream for this. Last year, I guess it was Hudson Taylor.
Hunter.
Yes. Sorry. Hunter Taylor. I had him on last year. Hunter Taylor had the dream to start this. And how have you continued the dream? How have you?
Yes, we've definitely been looking to him for a lot of advice this year. And he started it up. He created the idea of it, the whole concept. And so every question we have about planning, like booking somebody, it's all the questions go to him because he did it. He had some help last year, but not like we have a whole team this year.
Yeah.
He basically solely did it with the help of a few others, but it was straight out of his brain that he made possible, put into a physical event that all of us just kind of talked about, and we never actually could make it happen, and he did.
Yeah.
So he was like, let's do it again this year, and this was a couple months back, and we were like, okay, you just got to help us out, because he did it, and it was great last year. We're just hoping it carries the same weight this year.
Yeah. And we're just really trying to get young people excited.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm senior, Layla's a senior, and Lawson's a junior.
Yes.
And so we're just trying to get the younger ones just as excited as we are, so that they're going to want to carry it on too.
Dr. Barry says, love the shirts, go nuts. Obviously, yeah.
Of course.
So, yeah, of course. So, anyway, keep going. I'm sorry.
You go ahead.
Well, you know, it just comes down to Hunter. I get he received a call for obedience.
Yeah.
And he was just obedient. And that obedience produced fruitfulness, as we saw that we were running out of the building at the harbor.
Oh, yeah.
And everybody was on fire to hear it. And we just pray that we can have the same thing, and we can just keep Jesus in the main focus and be obedient as best as we can, and then hopefully have another response like we did last year.
Yeah.
About the location change this year, we quite literally outgrew the harbor. I think it was a fire hazard last year, but how many people were stuffed into that room.
We don't tell the fire marshal, but yes.
Somebody told me you could see, like, there's like a little shop underneath where we had the event, and you could see the ceiling like cave in. Somebody told me that.
We had a lot of people come last year that were like, we were downstairs eating and we heard this band and we wanted to come up, and they had no idea it was a worship event or it was the first time it ever happened. And they just joined us right upstairs because it's completely free. You just walk in the door and you feel welcomed as soon as you walk in. And we're just hoping to reciprocate that same exact feeling. And we know that if all the leaders just trust God to fulfill his plan, then that's all we can do. It's not in our hands anymore.
Yeah.
It's past us at this point. We've done everything we can, and now we're just trusting God.
Whatever happens, happens.
Yes.
Yeah. So, tell people what they need to know about tomorrow.
Well, if you get there, doors open at 5:30 and
4:30.
4:30.
Doors open at 4:30.
Lawson, you better be there.
I know. lots of posters with different times and different dates. So doors open at 4:30. First come, first serve. Get free Chick-fil-A. So if that's not enough to get you there, I don't know what is.
Come on, somebody.
So free Chick-fil-A at 4:30. Just come ready to worship. Don't come looking to just hang out. I think it's a great opportunity to worship for free. Whereas these strength to stands and these big conferences, they cost a lot of money.
Yeah.
But we're offering a free night of worship that we've worked hard for, but it's for all of us to enjoy. We can all worship for free, and that's a blessing.
Yeah.
I think with our speakers coming, Connor and Adrian and Russia Fools, they'll spread a little bit of their own testimony while they're worshiping and leading worship. I think it is just so cool to see big bands and like things like that you normally wouldn't get to see, and all these middle schoolers from Guntersville and hopefully Arab and other schools in Marshall County, they'll come and they'll see who maybe hadn't been to an event before or aren't a part of a youth group and locally, that they'll be like, I want to get plugged in, I want to reach out to somebody who can get me where I need to be.
Too.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, but it's at the RSVP Center, and if you can't find that, it's 19272 US Highway 431, and there's a big gravel parking lot next to the RSVP Center, and that's where you can park.
Yeah.
I think on maps it's also called like Marshall County RSVP or something like that.
Yeah.
Just in case you need the address.
Go across the river bridge, and it's right past the marina.
Yes.
So, yeah. But no, that's going to be incredible. And so y'all want to keep the heart for this going. And so I'm excited. I will be there. It's going to be, not that matters at all, but but I'm excited about what you do. I love the heart of teenagers, and so in your goal. And so let's talk a little bit about you guys now. So look at you.
Layla's like,
I don't want to talk about me.
But no, what is it like being a Christian teenager? We have lots of athletes in here, but what do you think the importance of being in your school and being a Christian leader is?
Well, as an athlete, you're typically looked up to in your classes and in everything you do. I like to think of it as you're under a microscope.
Yeah.
And as a Christian, as I'm continuing to grow in my faith, I'll never be at that. You'll never reach that perfection, but we're always to strive for it, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm living out my life the best I can, I've learned to enjoy the pressure of being under a microscope and living like Jesus is always watching, which he is. So if you truly have a passion for Jesus, then living for him comes easy. It's like second nature.
Yeah.
How did you deal with because I know at first it's kind of hard to deal with the pressure of like, oh my gosh, I really have to set an example. I really have to be what, everyone wants to live up to, and working with the FCA, working with small kids, that's a different type of pressure, because they take in everything, and even when you don't think they're listening, they're listening.
Yes.
So how did you handle that?
Well, it all goes back to your own personal spiritual disciplines, and however disciplined you are on your own determines how disciplined you'll be in crowds and groups. So it starts out with obviously the church answers, reading your Bible, praying and talking to God, and fostering that relationship with Him. So that way, when you go out and you start to evangelize and spread the word, you can be effective and you can be strong in your faith.
Definitely.
So good. Layla?
I will say, being a student leader, it definitely is a lot of pressure in school and making sure you're living up to that example. But in a camp perspective, from working with FCA for a couple of years now, I think we can both say, like you said, they're always watching. And it's just, you know that everything you do, and you might not remember all 8 of your campers' names that are all 9 years old next year. Hopefully we will as huddle leaders. Yeah. But if not, they still remember your name and they remember you. And I remember my huddle leaders from when I was a camper, even if they don't remember me, and I remember the lessons that they shared. And I think it is so important to be intentional with your words and not just throw them around like they don't mean anything.
Exactly.
Because they definitely, same thing as high schoolers in school, they remember everything. And you're being watched as a leader. And not in a scary way, that's just how it is. And they definitely look up to you. Yeah. Even if they're your same age, they're definitely looking to you for answers and leadership.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So anyway, we I just want to know, this tomorrow is a big deal and you're making a big difference. What kind of goal would you now this is your senior year, both of your senior years. Go ahead, y'all can cry. But Lawson, this is your junior year. I'm guessing you're going to continue this legacy.
That's the plan.
What do y'all want to keep getting from this? What do you want to keep? What kind of example do you want this event in your example to keep setting?
Well, like I said earlier with Hunter, and Hunter started this off just being obedient. So I think it really boils down to if you are relying on God and you hear Him speaking to you and what you need to do, it just comes down to being obedient. So if we can keep our obedience to Him, all the people coming and the lives changed will take care of themselves. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah. Layla, senior year, Gina, Bess, what kind of difference do you want to make? For my seniors as a youth pastor here, I'm trying to, the last mile. Everybody gets senioritis.
Oh yeah,
you got a year. You get senioritis and you're just done and you want to get out. What kind of legacy or impact do you want to make with your life in the last stretch?
I would say I've gotten to have a lot of great opportunities this year, and I'm our student section leader, which is so fun. At Guntersville, we call it a G Squad, but I've gotten to do so much fun stuff for our students and fellow students just to have a great time. But as for things like Worship on the Water, I'm also running the social media, and I just hope that they just see all of it as information, and when we're posting fun videos that they know that it's all directed towards something. Yeah. And so leading up to events like Worship on the Water and our FCA huddles at school on Thursdays, I just hope. What?
You do all that social media for
Yeah,
that?
she does.
Yes.
It's so good.
Well, I just hope that they don't see my name attached to that.
Yeah.
And you asked what I would want to leave behind, and I guess it's just that a lot of people can do stuff behind the scenes without getting the recognition. I just hope that with the FCA huddles, they just see God and God's glory and the opportunities to be able to have social media directed toward that and being able to post about God at all. Yeah. And we live in Alabama, so we have it easy. Yeah. But there's places that obviously don't take that as lightly. Yeah. And so I'm just grateful to be able to do all that stuff as a senior and just be able to have the ability to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. This is good, guys.
Love it. I told you.
So I knew Layla would kill it, but So what position do you play?
Well,
on your team?
I play nose guard.
Nose guard. Okay. Yeah, I had to know.
I know. I don't.
He's got to be on the line somewhere.
I don't look too much like a nose guard, but I guess in our defense we're pretty. We use our linemen kind of like linebackers a lot of the time. Yeah. So I guess I'm the nose guard.
Why not? So cool thing. Lawson has a few talents that he's very fluent in Spanish.
How about we talk about her talents first?
Yeah. No, we are. But he's very fluent in Spanish, and so we got 11 minutes to keep interviewing you, and so I want to go into these things, your talents, your extra talents. And so how did you learn Spanish? Like, where did this begin?
Well, I've taken 4 years in school, so this is my 4th year of Spanish.
Man, I wish I was fluent.
And well, I'm not quite fluent. It takes a lot to be fluent, but I mean, you know, I can carry on thoughts and stuff, and I'm working that way. But it's a journey, that's for sure.
Yeah. Tell me something cool about yourself, Layla, that I don't know.
Layla, you are
Tell me
cool.
something I don't. I mean, you are.
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
much
know
an
you did
open
the social
book.
media thing, and I think it's awesome.
I'm pretty much.
She's
an
so
open
good
book.
at it. It's
She
crazy.
is so good.
She's so good at it.
That's what I noticed.
I don't
I'm like,
know.
man, somebody's game went up on the. I'm serious, and I didn't know it was you. So,
I don't really have any hidden talents or anything cool.
what are you gonna do
in
when
your
you graduate?
questionnaire, like
She's a great
underwater.
dancer.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
I'm
is.
planning on going to the University of Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Come on.
Roll Tide.
I'm a month. What is this?
Should have us.
Doesn't want to be part of a winning team.
Can't help him. You can't help him.
Right. I'm among my people.
At least, at least we're smart. Just kidding. That was a joke.
The cow
Promise.
school. Anyway. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, so no underwater basket weaving or anything.
No.
That's very sad. No thumb wrestling battles won or.
No.
Okay, well, let's go to this. I know this is true with all of you. Just talking about this event. This has nothing to do with this event, but most embarrassing thing that's happened to you in high school so far. Could have been junior high if you need to go back that far.
I don't know.
Come on, everybody's got one of these.
I know Lawson's
You
got a
gave
funny
me one.
story.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think. I can usually think of one, but give me a second.
Mine are pretty bad.
And Gina Bess, you can feel free to ask anything, talk anything here. But yeah, most embarrassing moment you've had in high school.
If it's not embarrassing, it should be funny. You know, you don't have to embarrass
funniest
yourself.
thing that's happened to
if
you
want to.
in high school.
I don't know. I don't have any like embarrassing stories. That's kind of
Well,
lame.
our high school is. We had a small roach problem.
What?
Our high school did at one point.
The old one.
And there was a roach,
Future.
and I don't like bugs.
You love roaches.
I had told myself. And there was one, and it crawled by my foot, and I didn't know, and I looked down, and I screamed bloody murder, and everybody was like, "What are you screaming?" I was like, "It's a bug! It's a bug!" And so, yeah, that was embarrassing because everybody was like, "It's not that big of a deal," but it was a big deal to me. Imagine if I didn't have soles in my shoes.
Yes.
Imagine.
Those people should be embarrassed.
Yeah.
What if they step on? What if there's a bug they have to step on and all they have is their toes?
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad.
So many reasons
This
to
is
wear
my
shoes.
This is my hill I'll die on.
I've got one.
Yeah,
I've
give
got-
it to
so
me.
it's kind of a it was really all summer. My sophomore summer, I was a puker. I was big time. Like every morning for football workouts.
They are
like,
intense.
I'd finish my fourth set of squatting and say, all right, I'm gonna go puke, and then I'd come back in there and start bench. You know.
That's terrible.
And so at some point they just started. Everybody would just welcome me back in with a round of applause.
Oh,
and
wow.
Embarrass me to death every time.
I'm gonna go puke. I'll be back.
Yeah. So I just puke.
Not feeling well.
Yeah, about 3 times a week I'd puke and come right back in and work out again.
Yeah.
That's determination.
I feel better now.
Yeah, I mean you do feel better afterwards. That's the truth.
Here we go.
That's determination. If I puke, I'm done. I'm out. Because I don't.
It's not
Game
easy.
over.
Well, yeah. Who Lawson said that? I can't really do that, but I would. I'd be like, I'm out. I'm going home. I just can't.
Layla,
I don't like throwing up.
tell us something about you we don't know. Oh, my phone's dying currently.
You can do it, Layla.
I guess just that I'm really interested in like the law and like crime.
Yeah.
I love true crime videos and shows.
Yeah.
Did you see that article I posted?
I did.
On this was probably a few weeks ago.
Mhm.
Can we pull that up? I want to show Layla.
I'll try to find it for you.
You know, it should be on our
Right.
yeah. So keep going. This is very good.
Well,
Are you? Is that what you're studying?
yes.
Are you studying? Yeah.
Yes.
Criminal.
So what
law.
are you gonna do?
Well, I don't know. I'm interested for sure in going to law school.
Yeah.
Possibly working, you know.
She's going to be the brunette, Elle Woods.
Are you going to be forensics or... Here we go. Steven's messing.
I am interested in forensics. Actually, I was planning on taking it senior year, and then it got canceled at Guntersville.
Because I was going to take it too.
And Layla cried.
I was
actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
It was with Coach Petty, so that would have been awesome.
Dream!
I've never had him, and that's so sad.
And then Lawson wants to be an accountant.
Yeah, probably something like that. I know it's pretty boring, but
I can't imagine.
It's just the people
You seem like
aspect.
such a fun guy.
Well, you can have fun and be in finance.
Okay.
Like if I don't know if y'all know my dad, but he's pretty fun. He's pretty wild.
Here we go.
He's pretty
Psychologists warn it's a major red flag if you relax by enjoying true crime stories.
You know what? I can agree. I can agree with that statistic because I had to stop watching Criminal Minds.
Right.
I couldn't handle it.
But okay, this is it's more a cultural thing. I've noticed there's so many girls like. What do you do? I like to sit much murder mystery. Oh, okay.
I don't really like
the true stories.
I don't really like these as much, but something I've really been into here recently is like the cult documentary.
What?
I've watched them too.
Yeah, like the cult documentaries. I think it's crazy, like polygamist and stuff like that. But I find like other, which I love Jesus. I'm not saying that I don't.
Thank
I love
God.
Jesus.
Thank
but I really think it's like other religions are really cool.
Like, how do you believe that?
Yeah, like, really. Like, how do you think polygamy and having multiple wives is going to get you farther in heaven?
I'm just going to say
that kind of draws my mind.
I think we've gotten to watch the breakdown of that on Sister Wives, where they all started all lovey-dovey and now they're all hating each other.
And they're all getting divorced.
Oh, yeah. Because it doesn't work. Anyway,
it doesn't work.
Statements. Y'all didn't think you were going to come and talk about true crimes.
Of course.
When you were in here.
Polygamy, right?
So, yeah, I did not mean to go there at all. Anyway.
It happens.
I started that one. My bad.
Anyway, no, you good. Give us last things why people should come tomorrow night. You got 3 minutes. Tell us why they want to be here. Tell me why teenagers want to come to your event.
Okay,
why is it important?
Teenagers especially, but all ages,
right.
Preteens, and we got some college people coming.
Get it?
I just think that's why it's so important to come, is because it's open for all ages. It like caters to every audience. I think that our speaker, well,
really good.
I hope he does his 4-chair talk. That's what we're hoping for. I think every single, if you've even thought about being a Christian, or if you've stepped foot into a church, adults, young kids, I think everyone, it'll either convict their heart and just
or teach them something they didn't know.
That's what I was going to say. Or especially for the youngers, it might be a little mature, but teaching them what they like can look for in Christians, and especially about like friendships in teenagers' lives. Like, I know friendships are really hard, and I think tomorrow night you just see so many kids your age, and you can make friends. And I think that's so important to have fellow Christian friends. I know that's one thing I've personally struggled with, is finding good Christian friends. So I look forward to these events and events like Strength to Stand, but especially in our hometown, like basically in our backyard in Guntersville. I'm just so excited to see who all shows up and like get people's socials, and like that is my favorite thing to do, is just meet new friends and Christian girls, especially for me. And I just love it. I just love coming together.
And at 4:30 we're actually having games. So if you get there early, we're gonna have some games set up and stuff like that, so you can hang out and play spike ball and 9 square and things like that, and just fellowship with people your own age. Cool. Because that's super important, to fellowship with people your own age. Yeah.
And for the girls, I have probably 7 or 8 pallets in the back of my truck. So if you want to take a cute rustic picture, I have a pallet backdrop just for y'all.
Pallet backdrop.
Question: is Lawson the one setting that up, or is that a female? I hope a female.
That would be a Layla. That's a Layla question.
It would be a female, but Lawson's definitely gonna be posing in front of us. He's definitely gonna be posing.
Of course.
Way to contribute.
Yeah. I do my best.
In our meeting, we were like, we need some rustic
You're the real
pallets.
MVP.
And Lawson was like, I got y'all.
I'll carry the pallets.
That's right.
Somebody's got to do it.
I like it, man. So how did you? So you're from Arab.
Right.
They're from Guntersville. How did we come together?
FCA.
FCA.
Jesus.
Yes, of course. And you know, Layla's talking about having good friends that are
Yeah.
Christians, and FCA is an incredible platform. I'm going to plug FCA just because you know it's always great to plug FCA.
Yeah.
So FCA is an incredible platform to find those accountability partners and those friends that you can have for life.
Yeah.
Like even after the summer's over, you keep in step with them, and it's just great. And keeping like I'm saying, we're friends throughout the year with all these Guntersville people.
Yeah.
And it's just an awesome opportunity to have friends from other places where you can that
I
they're
wish
Christians.
they may not know that I'm a graduate of Arab High School. So, but my kids
Go
go to
Knights.
Guntersville, so I'm in this conflict. They're 6 and 4.
Of course.
It's like,
I'm messing.
so
The
I'm in this.
rivalry is real.
Yeah, it's real, and I'm in the middle of it. So
Yeah.
So
Well, our friend group's kind of in the middle of
yeah.
it.
So anyway, but I say this: I love that the rivalry's overcome by the fellowship of
Definitely.
Jesus, and just what a powerful moment. I wish I had this, and I'm not even gonna say so long ago when I was, at Arab that we were this close. And so I think this is incredible what y'all are doing. And hey, we're gonna keep you on, but we are switching gears. But thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks for
You're
having
staying.
us.
Thanks for
You're
having
not-
us.
Yeah.
Steven?
We're not actually done. We were just
Dead.
done on the radio. So
Yeah.
we're off the radio.
So right
We're
now
done.
not
We're
talking.
done interviewing you. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no, there's
Okay.
there's cameras on you.
Yeah.
You're,
So, yeah.
they're everywhere. You never
You're,
stop.
you're not completely done. You're just done with the radio.
In fact, you will go. This will go on Horizon Communication, their TV thing. Now.
Cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Boop, boop.
So big deal.
Cool.
See, Layla,
Uh-huh.
you're a star. She came out behind the social media. Now she's gonna be.
I don't know.
Nah.
Front runner.
Might get
I
back
don't
and
know.
hide later.
I have to sneeze.
That's a.
Hey Lawson, for your card trick, do you
Oh,
need
yeah.
like suits like King, Queen, Jack, Ace, or can you do it with any cards that have numbers on them?
I can do it with any cards that have numbers.
Cool. Okay, so I got a deck over here. I'll bring them over, and
All right.
maybe we can do that trick.
Sounds good.
Living the dream.
I-
'Cause-
You know when you have a sneeze? And you,
Yes, and it
won't
doesn't come.
out.
Just look at the light.
That's what I do.
It really helps.
Always, especially if you're outside looking at the sun.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not good for your eyes, but
Phase 10, perfect.
My favorite.
So, do y'all want me to do it right now?
Yeah.
Steven, whenever you want him to. Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right.
Go,
so,
go.
Layla, you can shuffle this deck as much
Phase
as you
10.
want. Just shuffle it, cut it, and just
Okay.
take care of it as much as you want.
My hands are
Man,
so
my
cold.
wife, she smokes me in that game. It's terrible.
Phase
I
10?
cannot stand
She
phase 10.
destroys me.
I've never played.
It takes
I'll
too
get
long.
4 or 5 phases in and I'm winning, and then all of a sudden,
She just comes in.
come from behind win, just destroys me.
All right.
People who are good at secrets are good at this game.
Here we have right here just a normal phase 10 deck of cards. So
Yes, sir.
You can all see what's going on here.
I see you.
And I'm going to start drawing off the bottom of the deck.
You're pulling our leg, aren't you?
I'm not pulling.
Yeah.
Promise I'm not.
Hey, move those bottles, kind of widen them out for us. The camera that
Oh,
I got
okay,
on you
okay.
is kind of
Here.
directly across from you.
There you go.
There we
Do I
go.
still need to talk into the microphone?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to start pulling
You
off the
can
bottom.
scoot it closer to you.
Y'all
if you
tell me
need
when to stop. Just whenever y'all feel like stopping.
Stop.
Okay. Here is y'all's card, and I'm about to read y'all's mind.
Okay.
This isn't voodoo because I know this is a Christian radio station.
Yeah.
So this
Is that
ju-
why it's not voodoo?
Yes.
Is that
just when in Rome, right? So I'm gonna read y'all's mind right now.
Right.
This could be any card, and there's a lot of phase 10 cards.
Yes.
So I got some real mind reading to do.
Yeah.
Layla, what'd you eat for breakfast this morning?
I'm
saying
Nothing? Okay, what'd you eat for breakfast this morning?
What did I have? I had eggs and weirdly chicken.
Eat eggs and chicken. Eggs and
Yeah.
chicken. That's pretty wild. isn't
Never
it?
happened. Yeah.
Is eggs and chicken wild?
It is.
So that card was a wild card.
It
Wasn't it?
was.
How about that?
Now that is weird.
Magical.
That is Steven.
Y'all can see it. Y'all can watch the
Steven.
cameras. I never looked at that card.
Steven.
Yeah.
And a magician never reveals his secret.
That was awesome. How about that?
The cheese ball.
Yeah.
It's kind of sad what
I had
Seth had for breakfast.
I had spinach dip too. Isn't that weird?
For breakfast?
Yes.
Seth, what time did you wake up this
So
morning?
you don't
10?
understand. So we had
That's
a men's group last night, and I brought home
chicken,
grilled chicken, and I had eggs and chicken and spinach dip.
You know what? Breakfast of champions.
You know.
Yeah.
You had what the chicken is before it's born.
Yes.
You had the chicken in its later stage of life.
That's right.
Then you had the food that the chicken eats to sustain its life.
I wanted to let it know who was boss.
The whole ecosystem.
I'm gonna show you. Don't you come back. I love eggs, so legit.
Oh, I'm a big egg guy too.
I don't like microwaved eggs.
No.
I only
Me
like
neither.
fried eggs over medium. The
That's
only
good.
way.
I
where it's at.
like that.
There's one
I
lyric.
don't like
My
scrambled
mom,
eggs.
my mom got me these like croissant sandwiches
Croissant.
Or sandwich.
Croissant.
that you put in the microwave, and I don't know if it's because it's like frozen or what it is, but when you bite into it, the egg like leaks water.
Gross.
And it's
No.
juicy.
Ew.
I don't know that I wanted to know that. Do you still eat that?
Gross.
It's gross, but you eat it.
There's a lyric.
She eats it.
There's a
I'll
lyric.
take a few bites of it.
You know what's gross, Gina Bess?
What?
People going barefoot in public.
Oh my goodness.
is
Can we please
gross.
get away?
It is gross.
Freestyle.
Nobody wants
How
to
long
see
we
your
got,
dogs.
Steve?
Minute 30.
Minute 30.
Nobody wants to see your dogs. Put
I
'em
want
up.
to
Put 'em up.
No.
I was
you're
going
right.
to say the whole thing about the eggs. There was a lyric in a Disney song. I don't know if you guys caught this or not, but do you remember Beauty and the Beast?
Gaston.
Gaston, exactly. When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs every
yeah.
morning to help me get large. Now that I'm
4
grown, I
dozen
eat
eggs.
5 dozen eggs. That's a lot of eggs.
That is a lot of eggs.
That's a whole bunch
I bet
of
his
eggs.
chickens are trying to keep up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because you didn't have the Walmart back then.
Now, who was it? $1 Million Baby. Do y'all remember that movie at all?
no.
$1 Million
I don't know
Baby.
that movie.
Okay. It's
Never
from a
heard
few
of it.
years ago. I saw an interview with the main actor there, the actress. Clint Eastwood, actually, he's the one who directed it. But anyway, the main actress ate 40 egg whites every
Lord.
day to
Wow.
bulk up because she had to play the boxer in the movie.
Oh.
Yeah.
40 egg whites.
Right?
That's a commitment. How long does it
I
take
don't
to
think
eat?
I could eat 4.
She drank them.
Yeah.
She drank
Drank
Oh, that's
them.
awful.
No, raw.
Yeah.
Absolutely
no,
never.
no,
That's
no,
awful.
Oh my gosh.
No.
That's concerning. How do you not get salmonella?
I don't know.
It's a whole lot of it.
Played the odds.
Poor egg.
Can you not get it? Wait, is that not
It's
how
like
you
looking
get
at
it?
me.
Either play the
Yeah,
egg,
brownies.
play the odds.
Is that not how you get it? Am I the
Yeah, no,
you can't.
Yeah.
get it.
Okay. Well, okay. Do y'all have like a memory, like when you were little, of like a show or something that you watched? Like a memory.
So many.
Yeah,
I watched
tons.
all of the classic Disney,
Yeah.
like the girly shows, like Jessie and Good Luck
Yeah.
Charlie, and all those were my jam. I was
I don't
waiting
even know
for
what
those
like
to come
what
on.
were
Steven.
voice shows from
The
when we-
classics.
Yeah, our classics.
That's
course.
good.
What
Yeah.
were the boy shows like when? You,
Well, there was Blue's Clues.
Oh, I watched
yes.
those too.
Do you remember the yogurts?
I do.
That I was obsessed.
The
with
yogurts.
Yeah. Anyways.
That
continue.
didn't leave that much of an impression on me. But there was
I remember.
Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Come on, somebody.
Team Moomizumi. I don't know if y'all know that.
Yeah.
It was on Nick.
Yes.
Yes. I guess Sweet Life of Zack and Cody was one of my favorites. That
Oh
was
yeah,
on
I
Disney.
love that one too.
That was
Yeah.
a really good one.
What? Okay, I have a memory of this show, and I cannot remember what the name of it was. It was when we were really little, like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, and it was these animals, and
The
they were
Backyardigans?
no
Wonder
They
Pets?
were on. No,
Lord, you've seen everything, hadn't you, Lawson?
they were on.
Every show ever made, Lawson's seen it.
They were on
No way.
wheels. Like the animals were on wheels, and they drank out of coconuts with straws. I
What are
remember
you
it
talking
so
about?
vividly.
I don't
Are you
I
sure this
remember it.
wasn't like...
Yes,
Probably a
I
dream.
remember it. No,
It
it was
sounds
not
like
a dream.
Sounds like a dream.
Sounds like
it
a
was
dream.
not a dream. I'm about to look it up because
You need to do
I
a
remember
card trick about that. That's wild.
I had stomach virus, and I watched it when I had stomach virus when I was little with my dad. Like I remember it. I just cannot remember what it was called.
Stephen, I reintroduced my children when they were sick a few months ago. The Reading Rainbow.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember?
That's
when
good
we were
stuff.
sick.
Oh,
Y'all don't remember that. That was, yeah.
Reading Rainbow was big. Sesame Street was
Jungle
huge.
Junction.
Is that it?
Sorry, I just remembered it.
There it is.
Oh, how did he find it?
Steven knew.
I
do remember this.
Yes, do y'all remember this?
No.
I can't say that I do.
I have never seen this.
Oh, the elephant.
God.
I remember that elephant.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna make me cry.
Oh, Dinosaur Train.
Make you cry. Dinosaur Train.
That was
Yes.
a good one.
See, there's
I
the
remember the
coconuts.
elephant.
We just relived your childhood.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. This is awesome.
Oh.
Hello.
That is awesome. And there was a game on my iPad that I played all the time from this show.
It's moments when you're like, look how good the graphics are.
This is so cool.
No.
Oh.
Wow.
I remember that. Okay, that just warmed my heart. Because I've been wanting to see that. Okay, sorry.
No, you're good. I'm glad we changed your life.
You did. You did. Okay. Anyways.
Steven, I know we still have videos. I can't scroll. So,
all right. So let me just pick one out I think you guys are gonna like. Okay, so talking about basketball. Lawson, what do you think about these new LED courts? Have you seen them yet?
Oh, I
haven't
wanted
seen
to.
them. What is this LED court?
They played it for the All-Star game.
Exactly. I got video from that. Here, take a look at this. What would you think of playing on a court like this? Here it comes.
That is by far the coolest thing.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Lawson's like,
Wow.
yes. That's awesome. Wow.
That is cool.
That's really cool.
That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
That'd give me a migraine.
It's just so
though.
impressive.
Yeah.
That would be fun to play on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's so cool.
I see a car by the stage. Did y'all see that? I just
I
saw
didn't see
a
it.
car.
Yeah.
Wow. Steven, that's
That's so
amazing.
cool.
See the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it now.
There's a car.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Oh.
None of y'all saw that. I saw that car.
I had a friend that lives in Auburn, and LeBron's son plays for like North Carolina. No.
USC.
Yeah. And they went to sorry.
It's fine.
And they went to
Lawson's
They
our
were-
fact checker.
I wouldn't say that.
they
It's a different school.
and they were home for like Thanksgiving break, came home, and then went all the way back to Auburn just to see if they could see LeBron.
Wow.
And he wasn't there. He did not go and watch his son play.
Oh. Lame. So I was going to show you, I saw Derrick Henry is free trade, and they're saying he could go to the Philadelphia Eagles.
That would be a crazy trade.
Or or the Baltimore Ravens. If he goes to the Eagles, man, I'm all in.
Yeah, I'd be an Eagles fan at that point.
All in.
Yeah, I like watching Jalen Hurts.
Tell us about
play.
it.
Oh yeah,
Layla, come on. How do you feel about that?
Don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting here waiting for the next question.
Here we go.
The sports questions always get me
I got Greg
because I'm
coming.
not a sports
All
girl.
right, here we go.
Here we are. And
Now, sports analyst Greg Glasscock.
Greg!
What's up?
Two of the people in this studio ought to know who you are. This is the voice of the Wildcats, Greg Glasscock.
Hi, Greg.
So, Greg?
Hey there. How are y'all today?
Well, man, we are having a blast.
Yeah. Great
Having
time.
a blast. It's been a lot of fun. I saw a card trick that I still don't understand.
it's magic.
We yeah, it was something. It was. We have a big event coming up tomorrow that's not what you're going to be talking about tomorrow night. And so, but Greg, tell us what is going on in the wonderful world of basketball finals.
I know he's excited.
Oh yeah. We're down to the regional finals at each location, and I'll be broadcasting tomorrow morning from Jack State, where it'll be Guntersville versus Scottsboro Part 4. So,
That's scary.
Yeah, it'll be the most important one. Guntersville's won 2 of the 3. Really had a great chance at winning all 3. Lost by a point in the area finals. And, well, you know, it's win or go home at this time of year. It made the best team win. And sometimes the best team doesn't always win. It's who, you know, is hot and gets the breaks and stuff. So we'll see what happens. So the winner will go to Birmingham next week, and the loser season is over. Which you know, Guntersville had a real exciting first game in Jacksonville against a Sardis team that very good team that I knew they couldn't take for granted, and it went back and forth for a while until Guntersville pulled away there in the second half and ended up winning by 6. So. You know, that was a good game. That was a good test. I think that was a lot better test than what Scottsboro had. I stayed for their game, and they ran all over Lee.
Yeah.
Wasn't a contest at all. So I think they'll be ready, and I think Coach Self and the boys will remember what happened to them in this game last year where Scottsboro ended their season at Jacksonville by 1 point. So, little payback maybe will be in store tomorrow, hopefully.
I hope so.
I hope you're right.
Yeah. Greg, in your professional opinion, how do you think tomorrow's going to go?
Oh, boy. Tough question.
You're the expert here.
That is true.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Of course, I know who I hope will win, and I think on paper, Guntersville's a better team. Scottsboro's got a couple players, one in particular that Guntersville is yet to stop this year. So if they let him run wild again, it could be a long morning.
Yeah, a nerve-wracking morning to say the least.
Yeah, it will be, and I expect a close game either way. I don't expect a runaway because the 3 previous times they played each other. The very first meeting was at Guntersville. Guntersville won by 10. The second meeting was definitely a heart stopper. I felt like I needed to see a cardiologist after it, winning it.
Yeah,
double
me too, Greg. Me too.
Yeah, that was rough. That's rough on the old heart. And then, of course, the 1 point loss in the area finals. So they've all been good games, and I expect the same tomorrow because I don't think you get to this point a year and you're not good.
Yeah,
so,
definitely.
I expect every game from here on out to be
amazing,
to be close. But I think Guntersville can do it. They need to be focused, take it as a business trip, and one thing both teams have to be aware of is emotions. It's a rivalry too, and you don't need to take a lot of stupid fouls because some of the officiating I've seen in the tournament.
These
guys must get paid by the whistle.
Exactly.
Lawson said, "I know too well."
Whistle happy.
Yeah.
So
you just hit a sore spot in Lawson.
Yeah. I feel like as once a cheerleader, as I've been a cheerleader for the last 4 years, it has gotten worse each year. Like it has gotten worse every year that I've cheered and been at games, and not just basketball. Everything.
Yeah, and I try not to be too critical because I know in every sport, there are shortages and this, that, and the other. But like the Sardis game, I mean, my gosh, there was a whistle every 30 seconds. It seemed like, and you had players on both teams like in major foul trouble. And I mentioned on the broadcast, I wondered if I had to suit up by the fourth quarter and get out there, which would be pretty sad.
Greg, they don't want it. They don't want the smoke. They don't want it. They don't want it, Greg.
I mean,
can't handle it.
I thought we were going to, pull out of the stands, to recruit people to play because there was so much foul trouble. And, I don't.
You sit on the bench and you sit on the bench.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach Self has to be sparing.
I just want it to be a good, clean game tomorrow. And let's, I understand fouls are fouls, but the way I look at it, if it's something that's what I call real ticky-tack away from the play, has nothing to do with it. I mean, let it go. Let them play. I would much rather see a more physical basketball game than one where you
wrestling
can't
matches,
somebody.
Greg. Wrestling matches.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just have a wrestling match.
Yes.
That's my brand of basketball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Street ball.
Down and dirty.
Call your own fouls.
There you go. There you go. Well, I mean, we've got one of our best players right now with a black eye, and it came from the Alexandria game in front of an official where an elbow was thrown and wasn't even called. Now he's wearing the proof of it. You know?
Wow.
So,
No, I saw him in class today, and it's still green and purple.
Said you blew it.
No foul
you blew.
called.
No, yeah.
I mean, you know. So.
And the gym being 83 degrees.
Was it?
Yes. Or maybe it was higher
They were
than
sweethearts, weren't they?
I wasn't there. I heard that there were several asks from the Guntersville side to just turn the heat down, turn the air on.
Yeah.
And it was like argument.
So no, we trained in this.
They made made the
little Rocky Balboa over here.
Yeah, which I have some cheer friends. I'm not a cheerleader anymore, but they made the cheerleaders like sit at the top of the gym, like
and stand up top away from everybody,
like away from everybody, because they were scared the cheerleaders were gonna hurt the opposing team students.
Yes, that's what they were trying to do.
Because the cheerleaders are what we have to worry about.
Greg, thanks.
Yeah, I actually had to turn down the thermostat myself.
That a boy. That a boy.
Yes, Greg.
I sweating big time. Yeah, they were not exactly the most gracious host over there.
No, they
Greg,
were not.
Greg, you're a warrior. You're a warrior, Greg. Thanks for doing the hard work.
Well, I try. I know how thermostat works.
Greg, thank you so much for calling in. I hope when you call in next week, we're going to say we're in the Final Four here.
Yes. Yes.
That would be great. That would be super. I'll give a full report. Next week. Hopefully, it'll be a good report.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We all hope that.
We wishing and praying.
Greg, you're the man.
Well, thank you, guys. Good speaking to everybody, and I'll talk to you next week, and go Caps.
Yes, sir.
Bye, Greg.
All right. Bye.
He's fighting against injustice
Oh, yes.
of the thermostat.
Yes.
I saw the post about the cheerleader thing from parents. I was like, geez.
It's crazy.
These guys are nuts.
And, like, our cheerleaders, like, you have nothing to worry about. Like, they're not. When it comes to other students.
We're going to kung fu fight you.
Yeah.
It's going to be bad.
When it comes to other students, our cheerleaders are not who you have to worry about.
Yeah. Yeah. Those were just really bad reasons. Were you there?
No, I couldn't be there. I was out of town.
But you're the cheer section.
Yeah. That's the only game I think I've missed.
Yeah, and she goes to
Layla, have I ever told you how much I like hanging out with you?
Thank you.
Yeah. I was talking about your really cool knit sweater from your grandmother the other day.
Oh my gosh, what are you talking about? I was like,
from Target. It's from Target.
She's at Target.
He bothered me about this. It's like
it wasn't bothering. It was jealousy. Okay.
It's a little knit shirt. I just wore it to our FCA huddle, and I think he mentioned at least 15 times, "Did your grandma knit you this sweater?" He said, "Why isn't my grandma knit me one?"
That's right.
We should get you a knit sweater.
If you get me one, I will probably wear it.
Every day.
Not every day.
You gotta make sure it has flowers on it.
Yeah.
It's gotta have flowers.
You know, I feel like you guys would give me the ugliest sweater you could possibly find. Just something tells me about you guys.
I love it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you've been on here.
A token of our love.
A token of your love.
Have y'all ever been bowling before?
Yes.
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Okay. Like the first time you ever went, what did you think
good?
about it?
Are you good?
The first time I ever went, I had to use the little bowling slide.
What is not bad. Not bad.
Layla, I bet she's a pool shark. Are you good?
I had to use the slide. I was so little I couldn't throw the ball. So I had to.
I don't remember my first experience.
I'm
Have
trying
y'all
to
seen
remember.
the dinosaur where you stick it up there and you roll it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I had to use.
And sometimes the bumpers, they put the bumpers up.
Yes.
So you can't
No, I
bump
think
when
the
to go.
bumpers are cheating. My
I
little
love
brother
playing
always
with
asks for them. No, we're playing a real game.
That's right.
It's like
The
going,
bumpers
I
are
feel like we
cheating.
do this every week, Layla.
Look at her.
Yeah, right.
She's like, I take my brother out. Here we go.
I've seen that.
Oh my gosh, how did he not fall?
Right?
That's impressive.
What happens here is even better.
Oh my goodness. Have
still
y'all
didn't
seen
get it.
people like eat it at the bowling alley?
Oh yeah. Steven, I had a video like that a week or two ago. But yeah, where they were like,
and we played it.
Eating it.
Terrible.
Eat the floor.
Terrible.
Or throw it in the other lane.
Have you ever
They're trying to
slid?
let go.
Have you ever slid? I have. Have you ever slid on the?
I have slid, but I
no.
haven't fallen. Like I've gotten to
All
the
of
edge.
us are not pros like you. You know?
Yeah.
What can I say?
Can all be that good at bowling.
I've never fallen before, but one time at Top Golf when
Oh, I like Top Golf.
we were,
They're
I went
two
with
different
some
sports, but I
FCA
like them.
friends actually to Top Golf, and I just gotten on the golf team at the high school.
Really?
And I was pumping it. Like, I was like, I'm going to kill all of you. Be ready for it. And God humbled me. He really did. Because
He's great at that.
He really is. He laughed at me.
God laughed at you.
Because my hands were sweaty. And I let the club go.
No.
But I threw it in front of everybody, and they were like, oh, so you play golf?
Follow-up question. We've been to Top Golf, right? How terrifying would it be to be that cart that has to drive and grab those balls?
Because
When we're always
I'm
aiming
gonna
for it.
die.
Yeah, I aim for it. If I can ever see
I know.
Everybody,
I'm shooting
everybody
for it.
aims for
Ain't
it.
nobody want to get out of that cart.
No.
Ain't nobody. You would die.
You would.
You would be killed
You would.
upon arrival out of that cart.
Like a busy Friday night or something.
Have you done this, Steven?
Yeah.
Huh?
Have you ever been to Top
I
Golf?
never have. No.
Oh my God!
Oh,
You need to watch
Steven,
the
we
cart.
need to go.
Yeah.
So much
It's so
fun.
fun.
You were talking about how bad the refs are earlier.
Yeah.
I wonder if you've ever seen an ump do this before.
Is this the?
Oh.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
He seems kind of biased to me, just a little bit. Just
Oh.
He's out.
wow. He seems a little
Wow.
biased.
Have
No.
you seen the Savannah Banana?
Yes.
Yes.
We play their videos every week.
I love them. They're so funny.
I want to go watch the Savannah Bananas. So
Our
we
friend
came,
Addie Grace went and watched.
Yes,
and she loved it.
loves them.
we came up with a new dream here at the Varsity. We want to ride to
A
the
letter?
Savannah Bananas in the Oscar Mayer Wiener vehicle and do a live Varsity radio show.
And the
That
winner.
would be like life changing.
I know.
That'd be incredible.
I have
know.
to co-host
Y'all pray
that
for
one.
me.
What an experience.
Pray for me.
I have to co-host. That's the only way you can
That
go.
would be amazing. Ride in the. How many people don't want to ride in the Oscar Mayer Wiener mobile? I just want to see the
It's
inside.
just an honor. It's an honor to ride
Hey,
in
Lawson, I want your honest take on Steph Curry.
Well, you know, he's had a great career, and his shooting is obviously unmatched. So,
What do you think it took to get to that level, though? His shooting.
oh,
A lot.
so
Lots of
much
practice.
work. So much work.
Do you know how much work?
I really don't know exactly how much. Is
So,
there a stat?
Tony Robbins, he's one of the, these big self-help gurus
Ooh,
guys.
can I guess?
He talks a little bit about Steph Curry, and every day, yeah, you can guess. Go ahead.
10,000 hours.
Watch this.
It's, 500 shots a day, to give you an idea.
Ooh.
3,500 shots a week. Think about it. 14,000 shots a month, 168,000 shots a year. These are practice shots. So he's been in the NBA 15 years. He's done 2.52 million
Good
shots
Lord.
in practice.
Oh my
And his
god.
entire career has only taken 15,000 shots. And he's made 3,000 three-pointers, and he's the greatest in history. Less than 0.1% of his shots have actually shown up in a game. So I always tell people you're rewarded in public for what you practice and practice.
Come on.
That's the truth.
Wow.
Preach.
It's a lot of shots.
If I took 2.52 million shots, that'd be pretty good too.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Practice makes
Jeez.
perfect.
All right. This is Buzzer Beater. This is the end of the show. And so in a minute, I'll say this is where you can find us. You can find us at Facebook.
At Varsity Radio
You can find
Show.
us at Instagram. It's at Varsity Radio Show. Or you can find us at Twitter or X.
At Varsity Radio 885.
Yeah, and then Steven will. Yeah.
Did the TikTok and the YouTube.
You guys are amazing. I like being around you.
Well, thank you.
Ditto.
Y'all are so
Same
fun.
goes to you.
So fun. And y'all got really cool shirts too.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm
Get you
excited
one
for mine tomorrow.
Get you one tomorrow.
I'll be working it.
I like
Taking
them.
your money.
I like them a lot.
Cha-ching.
So nice. So, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good turnout.
I hope so.
Me too.
Tomorrow at the end, you'll sleep so good.
I hope
Definitely.
so. I hope so.
Oh, this is something you can do with your cats.
Oh, thank you.
This would be so much fun.
Please show
Look.
me. Yes!
Dueling Roombas.
Yeah, game over. That's a good idea. That's solid.
Layla can do it with her cats.
So, I guess you would say you're a cat person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you go to
I
college...
like dogs, though. I do like dogs a lot. I'm not, like, completely against
So you're not the cat. Here we go.
You like dogs. Here's something just for you.
Yes.
Duncan.
That's fantastic.
Watch this 360.
What's crazy is the fans losing their mind over this dog taking his treat into a basket. I mean, I think it's awesome.
The buzzer beater.
Hey, that sound lets you know when the show has come to an end.
So sad.
I know, we can hear you crying in your car. It's okay. We're going to give you a big social media hug over here from the Varsity Radio Show and tell you where you can find us.
You can find us on Facebook at Varsity Radio Show.
You can find them on Instagram at Varsity Radio Show.
On Twitter or X at Varsity Radio 885.
Also over on TikTok at Varsity Radio Show and YouTube at Varsity Radio Show 885.
We're on podcast everywhere. Apple Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, and Horizon Communications.
Oh, yeah.
And Charter. Hey, guys. Good to see you. Hey, we want to tell you about the fuel of the Varsity. It's the Char Burger, home of the famous Char Grill, Wildcat Burger, Philly cheesesteak, and jumbo crispy onion rings, and B&B video games. What a fun hangout place. 80s style arcade in the back. We call it the Albertville Mullet. 80s style arcade in the back. Local video game retail store in the front. Business in the front. Party in the back. Right by Pizza Hut. Just like Pizza Planet and Toy Story. That's what I think about. Hey, we want you to come back next week. Same varsity time. Same varsity place. 88.5 JFM. We'll see you back.
The Varsity Radio Show, Tuesdays 2:30 to 4:30 on 88.5 JFM. Streaming live to Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And live on the radio.
That's so awesome.
Oh, hey! She found me. She's here.
I'm here.
Oh, she's here. Hey, everybody!
Guys.
Hey!
I didn't think you were...
All the friends have their phones. Hey, Emma, send me that video! Oh my goodness.
That was fun. I like that.
Oh, and we're on the GoPro right now.
Oh, okay.
You didn't even notice it, did you?
Well, I did, but I just didn't think anything of it. I just
It's
thought,
on.
oh, well, Dad always has the camera out.
Stop.
I will stop nothing.
Stop it.
They call me the gingerbread man. You won't be laughing
Stop. You're scaring me.
when this ginger
You're
snaps.
scaring me.
I'm the gingerbread man.
I said
The fluffing
no.
gingerbread man. Run as fast as you can.
Stop being ratchet.
You'll never catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Get off me.
No.
We're done.
No.
We are over.
Oh, come on, Susan. You know I've been binging true crime documentaries.
3 pounds? Harpoon me now.
Oh, Diane, the scale's probably just busted.
Busted!
Oh, Diane!
How dare you insinuate I broke it?
You look good from back here.
So you really think I look good from behind?
Oh, yeah, babe. You look like a mermaid.
Stop it. Go on.
How about instead of staring, you loan me a pair of pants?
Should I peck a little outline around him?
I'm just looking for a few bucks, man. Shh. If you listen very carefully, you can hear my undying love for you.
Okay, something that really bothers me is that there's a D in fridge and no D in refrigerator. And fridge is just the second syllable of refrigerator. Where did the D come from? So I looked it up online, and there's a long-winded explanation that includes the depaganization of the Anglo-Saxons by translating the Bible into English. Pretty sure there was no mention of a fridge in the Bible. But I did find this online, so maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, come outside and play before Mama...
Jackson.
Why you didn't tell me she
Stop.
was up in here? I can't believe you did that to me. I'm going to leave. Maybe if I leave, she'll leave. Did she leave? Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm.
It's time for night-night. Come on.
You know what? I left my Fluffy out there. I got to go get my Fluffy. I'll be right back. Go find Fluffy.
He's not coming back.
Jack.
Call him Jackie. He'll think you're giving him treats.
Jackie.
Ooh, that's my doggy treat name. Hold on a second.
Come on.
Huh? Where are my treats?
Come inside.
Oh, y'all tricked me.
Now watch, you hit it like this.
Okay.
And then it'll roll around, and when it comes to me, I'll hit it back to you.
Like this?
No, you just be gentle with it. Hit it soft.
Oh, like this?
That wasn't soft.
Okay. Roll. It's going backwards. Go forward.
I think you were adopted.
Forward. Okay. Go. You're going the wrong way.
Calm down.
Go that way. Go that way. Go.
Okay.
Yes.
There you go.
About time.
Who you telling?
Somebody need to change the battery on that smoke detector. Okay. Push it back to me. Come on.
All right. There you go.
Oh, I missed it. Here you go.
Okay.
I passed my... Oh, my God.
Just keep calm.
It's doing too much.
You are such a dog.